Oh, whoa, hello. Wait, Diggle is live now, just letting you know. That's all good. Come over when he's done. I ain't trying to take nobody from nobody. I think Diggle actually called me earlier, but I was with my daughter. So I was gonna call him back. That's funny, he's actually live. Hopefully he comes over when he's done. Chill. Again, I'm not in competition with nobody, so, it doesn't matter to me who's live, who's not live. I'm gonna go live when I want to, It is what it is. But I appreciate that. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Saturday night? I'm chilling. It's still cold as fuck out this bitch, though. It's like 40, 35, maybe like 32. It's cold as fuck. Yo, every time I play music, fucking YouTube gives me a copyright, and they strike my fucking video. But I don't give a fuck because I've had it. I crossed the threshold of being nice and giving a fuck about being nice about this case. I'm done. I'm done being nice. This is a man's life that they threw away with no evidence. And families are okay with it. I had to look in this man's father's eyes and see the hurt. When you see that, I can't explain it. What's up, 24? How's everybody who's all here? Miss Potties, what's going on? Welcome in. Jackie, hello. Sorry, started getting a little mad there. What's up, Miles? Gina, Beach Babe, welcome in. I'm just very angry at the fact that they just made this man fit like a square in a circle. And all they had to do was the right thing. That's what angers me the most is like, I'm not even asking for much. I'm just asking you to do a proper investigation. Like, all we're asking for is a proper investigation to be done and honesty. And you guys can't even do that. Why? Why? This is a man's life. If you clear these motherfuckers, fine, but at least tell us the names. Their blood's in the house. Brian could have literally shook hands with somebody that did this crime. I care about the motherfuckers who bled in the home more than I care about who Brian could have shook hands with. I'm sorry, but that's just me. And if it was my child, I'd want to know all the names, not just one. What about you guys? That's crazy to me. It's a cover up and a half. Post my link up. If anyone wants to come up, give me your opinion. It just pisses me off because, like, I saw his dad's soul is hurt because his only son is gone, basically. His only son is dead, basically. That's basically what he told me without telling me. That's crazy. It's a crazy thing to see from a father. His mom won't even come out of the house. People think that they're just on board with him, that he did this. No, They're not on board. They're actually the most off-board fucking you could imagine. So don't let the fucking media tell you otherwise. Did they say if Brian? I didn't ask. I didn't go that far. I needed one question answered, which was the most important thing, and I got that answered. Now I'll move on to the next step. Because if his dad was complacent with it, then I think I'd be, you know. But I saw that man's eyes. There's no way he thinks his son did this, and I know his son didn't do this because his son is not that dude. Like I said, I knew this dude. He was not that guy. He couldn't even cut it at a fish hatchery. If he worked at Get's fish hatchery, I could call Jake Get's dad right up and find out, you know, detailed information on how Brian actually did. But if he worked at the Fish and Pay Lake, then I don't know anybody from there. Hey Les, thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you too. Brian is not doing well. Like Brian is depressed. Like, you know, Brian's been in there for years. You gotta understand, like, years takes a toll on you. And I'm sure he's in and out of solitary, this, that, and the third. Like I was in solitary for a week, and then the solitary hole for like 5 days, so like 15 days total. That shit fucked me up. And then I did like 3.5 weeks in general pop. But that shit was that shit was fun after getting out of fucking the hole, because I'm thinking the whole time this is jail. And like this is what everybody goes through. I didn't know that most people get sent right to general population. So I went through hell before I was put in general population. You know, Brian's in there fucking, you know, but I'm able to adapt to my surroundings because I'm strong-minded. I had a daughter on the way. You know, anybody that fucking fucked with me, anybody that, you know, there was a guy beating basketball. He didn't give me his lunch tray at lunch, so we fought. It's just how it is. So if you're not able to adapt to the environment in there and understand and like, you know, do what you have to do, you will get depressed. You will start getting suicidal. You will start breaking down. So, and we're talking years this man's been in there. He's not cut out for this. He's a fucking teacher's assistant for criminology. He's not cut out for jail. Brian's never been to jail. That's why I said Brian's not that guy. That's why if you gave me a list to fucking write down who I think would be capable of this, some motherfucker be down here of like 500, 600 people in the class. Good afternoon, Joanne. What is it, 6:24? It's so fun. It gets so dark so fast that like my head is like, it doesn't even know what time it is anymore. It could be 5, it could be 9. It don't matter anymore. It gets fucking dark quick. But Brian's not that guy, Miles. Trust me, if he was, I would tell you. You know, my best friend Steve is that dude. If somebody told me tomorrow my best friend Steve shot somebody or took a life or gotten something crazy, I'd believe it. If somebody told me tomorrow my best friend Vinny, something crazy happened and Vinny had I believe it. You know, there's certain people that I could believe, but when it came to Brian Kohlberger, I'm putting him at the bottom of the list because you got to understand, you guys have to understand, his family worked at the school. He had no room to get in trouble. He was not a troublemaker. There was no room to get in trouble. When your mom or your dad works at the school and you get in trouble, they find out right away. So he never got in trouble. He was not a troublemaker. He never fought anybody. He never bothered anybody to fight them. He never got, he wasn't a part of the fucking Pleasant Valley Strasburg fight. Like, none of that shit. Like I said, I thought he was gonna just grow up to become an engineer. Now, he got bit by the fucking monkey, but by the fentanyl monkey a little bit. But he was able to get that shit off his back, get clean, move out west, and start a whole new life. Shit, people on drugs, fucking would kill to be able to do that, and he did it. And you're gonna tell me he just woke up one night and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna kill some random people." Without a gun, he stabbed them, which means he had to be up close, and he can't even gut fish. Come on, man. What the fuck are we talking about? Seriously, what the fuck are we talking about? Just because he's tall? Is that what, everybody fucking wants to give him his flowers for because he's tall? I don't give a fuck. That fucking jacket they put on him, whatever, made him look fucking a little bigger than he is. But if you see him without that shit on, he has no chest. He has no arms. There's a reason why, because he didn't box. If he boxed, I'd tell you. If I saw him at Jesse Harris's, I would tell you. That was the only place to go. Jesse Harris and the fucking body shop. And the body shop was a gym. It just angers me that they put him in there and, they arrested him before they investigated. You should investigate and then arrest, not arrest and then investigate, because that's what they did. They arrested, they investigated, and then they said, "Oh fuck, we fucked up." And instead of licking their wounds, they rode it to the end. And now here we are. We never trust a public defender, ever. Everybody was telling me how great my public defender was, this, that, and the third. Oh, he got me off this, he got me off that, this, that, and the third. First thing I did was get a family fucking attorney, a Greek family attorney that wound up becoming the judge of the county later on in the next couple of years. But she was a paid fucking attorney because they give a fuck. And you can call them and say, "Yo, what's going on?" Public defenders have so much shit going on, and had other cases going on during this shit, which I just find incredible. They even allowed her to fucking work other cases during this. She should have been just laser focused on this and this only. I've cried a lot for Brian. It's fucked up, Les. Like, I've had nightmares. I've had nightmares that I'd never see my daughter again because I got life. And fucking, it felt so real to the point where I accepted it. Because I kept pinching myself. I kept punching myself. I kept doing everything I could to fucking tell myself that I wasn't dreaming. I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't having a nightmare. Everything I did hurt. And then luckily I woke up in the morning and I said, "Oh, fuck." I couldn't imagine waking up and that being my reality. Yeah, I know he don't have any kids, but like I said, he'll never have the opportunity to enjoy that miracle. Like I said, man, if he was my friend, like if he was my fucking teammate or some shit, if he was my former teammate on baseball, or, we worked out together, or fucking, even if he came to fucking my parties all the time and shit like that, I'd be on a fucking crazy time right now. But, I didn't know him like that. But his mother was my teacher, which means his mother gave me wisdom. So I feel like I owe it to him to at least fight for him. How can I just go on to a next case? How can I move on? How does anybody move on to another case? Knowing that this case is sitting here fucking unfinished. It's sick. It is stupid. It's stupid because all they had to do was a fucking proper investigation, Brian. All they had to do was their fucking jobs. And I want to know why they couldn't. What made them all of a sudden stop doing their jobs properly? What spooked them? Who were they protecting and why? It has to be somebody. I can't move on either. It's so fucked up. Again, he's a human being. You don't do this to a human being unless they're fucking, you have it to a T that it was him and him only. There's no possibility that he could have any help, nothing, this, that, and the third. And they know damn well they ain't having enough to prove fucking him guilty. That's why they jumped in. That's why they fucking worked up this fucking plea deal. Come on. They let a motherfucker take a plea deal on a quadruple homicide? Come on. I told you right there, they ain't got shit on them. They dirty as fuck, Brian. Like I said, if Brian was able to have his fair, speedy trial, I think he would have shit on him. I think Ann would have shit on her, or shit all over fucking Ashley. But again, I can't trust a public defender. It doesn't matter what anybody tells me in this chat that they like Ann, that Ann's this, that Ann's that. You got to understand there's a P and a D before her fucking name. As much as I want to love her, as much as you love her, I get it. But she still works for the state. If she thought Brian was so goddamn innocent and Brian was chosen for this before it happened, then why is she even allowing him to take a plea deal? That shouldn't have been an option. If you're my client and I know you didn't do this, and I already said on national television that you are innocent, that you were chosen for this, and they straight up fucked you, I will not let you take a plea deal. I don't care how scared you are. I don't care how this and that. We'll get off on a technicality at least, but we're not taking no fucking plea. Sorry, I'm not letting you fucking plead to something that fucking I know that you're not physically capable of doing by yourself. And they know that. They know Brian enough. Come on, look at him. All you gotta do is really look at him. And not this whole media narrative of, oh, look at his stare, look at this, look at that. Really look at him. Look at his shoulders. You know? She reminds me of it. She's a bitch. So is fucking Santa Claus. Ann Taylor is a private attorney now, but she wasn't before. I get it. I get it now. She's private, but you know, this was the case for her to make a name for herself, and in my opinion, she backed down. She did what every public defender ever does, which is try to get you a fucking deal. That's what every public defender does. Every single one. My public defender now that fucking I'm dealing with before I fire this motherfucker is, he wants me to plead to some shit. Fuck you. Right? Fuck you. I just wanted to see what he was gonna do before I fire his ass and fucking, get my other attorney to fucking take care of what I got going on. But I just wanted to see how he acted. He's a bitch. They all are. Oh, take this. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Oh, won't show up here. Won't show up there. That's not the point. That's all they care about is getting their little fucking plea and moving on. I don't care about people. You're just a number. As much as everybody thinks that Ann cares about Brian, come on. Fucking reality you living in. Y'all blew me off. Nobody blew anybody off, Brian. What are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking about? You want some crazy shit right now, screaming. What the fuck's Dago doing, bro? Tell him to come over here and chill. You guys mind if I play some music while we talk? If anybody wants to come up, here's the fucking link. I'm gonna go pin that shit quick. Hold on. All right, I think I pinned it. So yeah, so I know I've been in a lot of people's like lives, and a lot of people have kicked me out. And this has nothing to do with Idaho, but just in general, you know, lives that fucking I found very stupid or very brain rot or this or that. If anybody, I know I haven't been nice. Okay, I get it, and I talked shit and all this shit. But listen, I don't care. You're on my channel now, so there's the link. If you have something to tell me, or you've been holding something back, or this, that, and the third, don't be afraid to come up here and talk. I'll talk to anybody. Any man, any woman, hit that link. Whatever I told you, whatever I felt, I was, at least I was honest with you. But anyway. But yeah, I just can't believe what they fucking did to Brian. Who do you want to jump on? Anybody can come up. Right there is a fucking link. I want to hear what everybody thinks about this shit. Is everybody pissed off with me or my son up here fucking crazy? What's up, Les?
Hey Willie, how you doing?
Good. Could you do me a favor and shut the YouTube off in the background?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
How's that?
Perfect. How was your holiday?
My holiday was really, really good.
That's
So with
good.
some family and just did some fun stuff, everybody in a good mood. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fucking fantastic. I had a breakthrough without
Yeah,
needing to do any like DMT or toad venom or any ketamine or any crazy shit that fucking people have to do today. It seems like the fucking be with and shit. I did enough LSD. Nothing's gonna break me through. But I had a breakthrough because I was at a point where I was so weak where I couldn't walk by myself, and it really humbled me. And it must have fucking triggered something to a point where when I was able to leave the hospital, and I got home and slept and ate, I was the happiest I've ever been in my whole life, and
I
it was
yeah,
weird.
I listened to that yesterday. I was in the live when you were
Yeah, I
talking
can't explain.
about that.
I can't explain it.
Yeah. Well, it's like a spiritual awakening kind of thing.
I
Cause
don't even know. I don't even know. Listen, I
uh,
don't even know if it's that. I don't know. Listen, I never loved
yeah,
myself. I never loved myself. Okay,
yeah,
I've been fucking 175 straight muscle head to toe, fucking, with a left and a right that'll fucking take anybody down. But I never actually loved myself. Understand?
yeah.
So that's the weird part. That's what I'm trying to get used to. It's very overwhelming.
It can be very overwhelming. Are you sleeping?
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
That's good. That's really good. Sometimes when you never know, that could have been your near death experience. I mean, now you just appreciate and love everything, and you might not make sense, you know?
That's the thing. I mean, I loved life before and stuff, and this, that, and the third. But we all have our shit that we don't like about ourselves, or we know that we're mean to this person, or we know that we hold a grudge against this person and that person. And I feel like I was able to zipper, like a zipper from head to toe, and step out of that and leave all the fucking grudges and everything behind, and just fucking, you know, forget about all the people that done me wrong and this, that, and the third, and just be able to forgive, and move forward and just worry about giving my daughter the fucking best life she could have. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, it's all that really matters. It really
in this
puts that into perspective.
in this crazy ass fucking world.
Yep. Yep. I know that you wanted to ask how everybody was feeling about the situation, and we are still, I mean, it's sad, and I find that most of us think about it 24/7. We're always talking about it. We're always
Yo,
trying to
I'm
figure it
happy.
out.
I'm happy to see that everybody didn't move on and shit, because
Oh,
I get calls from Annie at like 7:30 in the morning and shit. I'd be pissed off, but like, I just told her I'm not ready to go live yet. I needed to fucking, my grandmother fell,
yeah.
and then I had to get that right, and then Halloween came, and then fucking my daughter's birthday, and then Christmas. So it's like, when I got shit going on, YouTube comes second. This shit means nothing to me.
Absolutely.
They could take my fucking channel away tomorrow. It'll mean nothing to me. I'll miss everybody out, but I'll get another channel quick, and we'll all reconnect within fucking an hour. So, I'm not scared of fucking losing this shit.
No, I wouldn't be either. I mean,
Thank you, Brian. Whoever got that membership, welcome to the nation, Malaka.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Thank you.
and then I was, going through my videos on my Facebook and finding old videos of my daughter, and videos that my daughter has never seen before. Like, and I was able to show her, videos of when she was a baby, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and because I kept a lot of memories. It's just I've kept them all on my phone and haven't, I'm not a very expressive person, because I don't, I find it hard to, therapy and all that kind of shit. I know I need it, but I just find it hard to sit down and talk to a fucking stranger about my problems, because I feel like they don't really care.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're just another client. They're listening, but
Yeah,
they're not going to think about it later.
Exactly. They're listening, but they're not hearing me. That's fucking two different things. So
let me ask you this. I know that you've been very supportive and helpful and getting the words out. God bless you. What can we do at this point? I mean, there's so many of us who are so angry and so sad.
Do we start writing fucking letters up the ass, or like what do we do?
I mean, I know a lot of people have written letters and emails and everything, and it's just like, how do you get them noticed?
But I'm talking about like at the same. I'm talking about like, pissing them off to a point where like they're like, yeah, we gotta fucking respond.
I'm tired of them getting away with it. I'm just tired of it.
Well, I'm saying this is a human being they're doing this to.
Yeah, a human being who, in my opinion, had a very, very, very bright future. And like you said, he worked through getting off heavy drugs and everything, and he did a lot of work for himself.
That's the craziest thing about this whole fucking story is he got the monkey off his back. Like, nobody does that. That's the craziest part is he got the monkey off his back, but yet he took 4 fucking bodies for no reason. Fuck out of here.
The thing is that I have to remind people when they go back to what the PCA says, I'm like, did you not hear the press conference after the sentencing? That's what people didn't hear. They didn't stick around to listen when we were told there's no connection. We can't place him at the house. There's no smoking gun. They got nothing.
That's another thing I have a problem with is fucking, the fact that somebody saw a gun and then somebody heard a gunshot. So now we got a gun in play, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do we know nobody was shot?
I think they may have been.
I'm just asking a question. Do we know for a fact nobody was shot? No. That's crazy.
No. We really know less than we did at the beginning. So, and let me ask you this, and I can ask the chat too. That Costco footage they played that they tried to make so evil, to me, that's exculpatory.
Listen, everything they fucking bring up about Brian is exculpatory. That's why it's pissing me off, because all I've said this whole time was I'm not a fucking a pro burger or any weird shit people want to make up today. Because if you show me evidence that he did it, I'd be on board.
It's
but
same.
I'm not just gonna fucking make up shit in my head. That like, oh, they have this, and this. Well, they don't. So what the fuck? Where is it?
Yeah. Everything they could have said about him to destroy him, they've done. Like Olivia, that really makes me angry. It's like no matter what they say, no matter how outrageous it is, people are going to believe it.
I'm just saying the boogeyman's away, right? Mm-hmm. The boogeyman's away. Everybody around the university is safe. Blah blah blah. Hibbity hooblay. Okay, fine. Well, where's the fucking information? Where are the names? Where's whose blood did you have?
Yeah. Well, it was in the refrigerator, you see, and it broke, right? Yeah. I just want to let you know that, we support you and we stand with you, and I'm not going to give up. I don't think anybody
I stand, I'm just here to stand with Brian because, if I was if fucking I was going through some shit, I want somebody to stand up and fucking care. You know what I mean?
Yes. Do you know if he got his tablet back?
I'm not sure about all that. Okay. I just came back on that shit.
Right.
I gotta I gotta catch up on a lot of shit.
No, you're fine. I know it had been
all
taken away.
All I know is Annie told me about the fucking post-mortem wounds like a week ago, and fucking I was like, I'm going live. I just don't know when because I was pissed.
Yeah. Well, those are defensive wounds. People who were saying
I'm talking about post-mortem wounds, straight up.
Do you think that there really were? Because I thought Olivia was the one.
Yes, there was. Yes, there was.
Okay.
You stabbed somebody 50. You stabbed somebody 50 fucking times.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
It was overkill. Yeah.
No, and you don't stab somebody. You don't stab somebody unless you got a real fucking problem with them. That's real fucking personal.
It's
okay, but yet Brian didn't even know these people. Fuck you.
Yeah, he didn't know. And he just found
not
a
you,
house.
but
No, I hear you. No, that now they're saying he just saw a house and said, "I'll just go in there."
Yeah.
Become a freak of nature. All the kids
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump off here, but I'll be in the chat.
Okay. Thanks for coming up and giving me your. Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming up and giving me your opinion.
But I ain't taking
all right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Later.
I didn't want to stay on there very long. He sounds like he's been smoking pot or something.
Still up here. You heard?
Huh?
I said you're still up here.
Like a young guy, like he was.
Oh, he's young. He's like 28.
I'm 32.
You're a good guy. I'm thinking about you. Am I still on? I was telling my husband about you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm 32. I'll kick you off, though. Later.
Okay.
Thanks.
Probably drinking and smoking out what you doing, chilling with clueless women. You trying to bang.
I'm gonna play some music for a little bit and take a hit of the hookah.
Life really is. Well, if so, then you're a fucking idiot. I honestly feel like grabbing your head and hitting it. Matter of fact, you don't even deserve a brain. Give me it. Do you even have any goals aside from bagging these hoes and packing the phone? Well, let me guess. No, you're only in school because your parents make you go, and all you do is play beer pong and hang out with your bros. Yo, society's got you living for whack calls. You're a fucking adult with no skills at all. You don't need any books to play ball. You don't draw. You really do nothing at all. Still, you need for the glamorous fruits you don't have because you idolize rappers that do. You know what I'm saying? I got money in the stacks in the roof. And now you think that it's gonna magically just happen to you? How? A lazy ass don't commit to labor. Pick something up, try it out, put it down 2 minutes later. Then you complain about your life because it ain't getting catered.
Yo, my neighbors fucking hate me.
Bullshit's a hater. You want to succeed, you have to try. One day you'll get older and regret it all because you can't.
Yo, check out this shirt.
Don't act surprised. Look, just cut the damn fruit off of the tree. Make the sacrifice. Girls, stop acting like you want a guy with traits like Romeo. Bitch, that's a fucking lie. You always talk about how every man's faking. You can't take it and you want something real. Shut up, tramp, save it. Twice a week you put on your makeup, your damn bracelets, and head to the club half naked with your ass shaking. Pulling a low-life nigga who let the cash make it till you let him hit. Find out he work at the gas station. One of the niggas got you pregnant. you can't race
You know, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, Gay Lives Matter. How about No Lives Matter? Oh my God, I can't find a guy. It's been so many years and I try and try.
Why am I even on earth? I should die. You want Romeo,
You're not worthy. You're cock thirsty. You're nasty and probably got herpes.
Sometimes the secret to find is to stop searching. Try new formula because your last was not working. Turn real niggas publicly used. And I need to know what it means.
Because I'm fucking confused. Who's this here? Come up here, pussy.
Nothing to lose, something to
You can find nothing to do.
Is it because you selling drugs to get loot? Brag about how you done been shot and stabbed.
Like it's fun to be you?
But your life's a struggle, right? You just hustling through. Nah, you hamster ass nigga, you just stuck in it.
Yo, Bethany and Dylan, get up here, pussies. ISP MPD, get up here, pussies. I'll fuck all you. And fuck with you. And get my ass in trouble too. What everybody mean, mugging.
Look at you, a real nigga, thinking your life's cool. Girls used to turn me down for guys who were like you. Say you grab their heart and shove a spearhead right through. Then they regret it because it wasn't the right move. The real nigga talk same bogus. A real nigga don't brag about being real.
As long as he knows it.
And his future doesn't seem hopeless. A real nigga stays
There's no
out of
fucking
jail.
glass. That's freezing.
So all you rappers who sold us out in the wrong, who inspired the issue I wrote about in this song, you got a pile on the ground who come around.
Can anybody tell me who this is? Fuck hip hop.
They only in it for cheese.
Okay, Twiz. Okay, Twiz. Okay, boy, hit that fucking link, dude.
They don't even benefit me. Yeah, we need to make a change. Struggle trying to rebuild mine. I can guide you if you feel blind. I just need you to be willing to journey into my ill mind.
That was one of my favorite songs as a kid. I listened to it over and over and over until fucking I knew every single word backwards. Understand? That's what I mean. I grew up on Hobson, fucking Immortal Technique. These kids grow up on fucking Lil Xan and fucking Lil Peep, whoever the fuck's out there. I feel so bad for these fucking kids.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month
Half their
for a
fucking
streaming app,
idols are
and
fried.
$9.99 a month for a music app, and $12.
Kanye West doesn't know who he is.
Forget what you knew. Welcome to the motherfucking battlefield.
I'm just saying, fucking Hobson was an animal back in the day. I walked the fine line between Einstein and Charles Manson. Chris, come up here, pussy.
Like someone shouting 100,000 times louder than thunder pounding. Fuck around and I'll punch your mouth in. I'm king of
Is Dago still alive? Do I got any fucking mods here? Did you acquire some kind of knowledge? But yeah, if I could explain to you the look on Michael Koberger's face, guys, oh my God. Because he basically lost his son. You know, it's just like losing a child. He didn't look well. After I spoke to him and went back to my car, it took everything I had in my body not to break down. Everything. I had to keep coughing just fucking so I didn't break down. I don't want to be a bitch. With the look in this man's face, he was broken. Just that my music was theoretic, but my revenge is sweet enough to murder diabetics. Incredible racial science and could have produced a more aggressive intellectual giant Nephilim with the bullets left in on my heart is blacker than the children of Thomas Jefferson, blacker the back of the days of the torn Fennerin, the cancerous endocrine, the eagle-ass American, the hatchet and the sticks, the fascist emblem. You can call it conspiracy theory. I don't give a motherfuck. You can get your motherfuck. National security is a code word for cover up. Hold that down. I look at character. Never let that color get to you. I got white revolutionaries like Muslims in Chechnya, percussion thumping like the Russian mafia over you. You start to be rich until they fuck you for millions like Paul McCartney's bitch. My lions live inside a box like Jumanji. So never desecrate this place on which I meditate. My thoughts rip through tank armor metal plates and start to resonate to the spot where Moses caused that sea to separate. The praise that the prophet Muhammad started to levitate. The exact moment that Jesus woke, get awake, and said harder, became the Buddha that regenerates half of it over by bringing it home colder than dead soldiers. So controller, holder of knowledge, so fuck Dianetics. I'm like the whole library and Kemet with Akanaki genetics. Like, how can you listen to that at 12 years old and be fucking and just go to school the next day and be normal? You can't. Barely alive or in a box, how you head home. This is a front line. This is a life that I chose. I thought I told you motherfuckers to lock and load. You know, you can't just listen to that and go to school and just fucking, you know, be okay with fucking them teaching you that fucking these motherfuckers tell the truth. Fuck that. They lie about everything. That's all being proven. Is Dago still alive? It reminds me of a pirate. Fuck you. I don't like wearing this shit. At the age of 13, nigga never had a father, and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down. I have one that's leather that fucking ties like a strap, but I look like a fucking pirate with that shit on. Checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material. Holy shit out here. But he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation because he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he children didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He feeded for props like addicts with pipes and needles. So he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally, dropped in the school to sell weed, dancing with the devil smoke until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave into his greed. Everyone trying to be trite, never face the consequences. You probably only get a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked and new in advance. Dance forever with the devil on the cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because burning in the melting pot. Like, you know, back in the day, everybody heard Dance of the Devil and they stopped. They were like, oh my God, this song's crazy. The dude does, you know, this and this and this, and then jumps off the building, you know, and then they stopped there. They stopped. You know, I kept going. Me and my best friend kept going. Then we found fucking Cause of Death and Peruvian Cocaine and fucking, you know, songs that Immortal Technique had that were fucking. He even has a song called Bush Knocked Down the Towers. So there was no way he was ever going to be put on the fucking radio. Me and Steve understood that, but we didn't give a fuck. We just cared about the lyrics, and the lyrics were fucking heavy. I don't know if anybody knows Immortal Technique, but if you do, you're blessed. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. Sick of fools taking on false identities. You know, fucking right. Pussies.
Man, I don't know how he could have hit the with the script, but he ain't shook. But he told him what he told.
Turn this down for AR. AR is back to me. Hold on.
Don't call my phone no more. That nigga laughed at me in my face. Don't know what he on.
This is a very sad song, I realized. Yo.
What up, man?
What's up, brother boy? How you been?
I've been all right. I guess you've been missing in action for a while yourself, huh?
Yeah, man, I've been living life and fucking, you know, living in reality, man. I was just waiting.
That one goes.
I was just waiting for to fucking boil over before fucking I came back on here, you know.
I hear you,
And I'm
but
done. And I'm done, man.
I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. The health is coming around into a
Great.
good place, and
That's great.
mentally
Yeah,
getting a little bit better. You know what I mean?
that's nice. Yeah, I don't know if you heard last night or whatever, but I wound up in the hospital because my B12 was so low. But it was a blessing because, you know, they gave me the B12 shots, but I was able to get MRIs done and X-rays done and fucking literally I told them to fucking do everything: kidneys, liver, everything, X-ray, everything, MRI, everything, CAT scan, everything. And fucking they came back and they told me I was straight clean.
Good.
The only problem I had was I was 148.5 pounds. And before that, the lowest I ever been was after tumbling when I, you know, was at Tiger Schulman's fucking MMA. And I was 171 pounds after tumbling. I was 18. So when I was 148 pounds, bro, I knew something was wrong. So when I got out of the hospital, I started eating like a fucking animal.
Yeah, you gotta get that weight back up, brother. I'm the same as you. I've never been light. Now all of a sudden I'm a little fly in the wind type of guy, you know?
Yeah. What's up? What's up, Steph? Steph said, what up?
It's good to see everybody in here hanging out.
Yeah, man. Fucking. I discovered caffeine, so I'm on fucking demon time still.
Well, maybe it'll help you.
It has helped me because fucking sleep through the fucking week, bro. We can sleep. We can sleep when we're dead. You know.
Myself, brother. I've been off the platform. I've been just kind of staying in my own lane, doing my own, trying to gather my own life back into little places, especially with the holidays. You know, this is a tough time of year. You know.
Yeah, that's what, you know. It's crazy because, like, you know, a lot of people that I talk to can't really relate to fucking, you know, shit that I fucking, you know, I've been through because you've been through what I've been through and fucking. I'll tell you what, man. I was saying earlier, if you're not strong-minded, man, that shit'll take you down. Especially when you're in there for years. You know, you get to a point where, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Oh yeah. This is the first year, man, that I actually allowed my wife to decorate the house. It's the first time I've allowed it because you know what? It just like the holidays, you go numb to them, bro. When you sit in a brick building just looking at walls and other men for 24/7.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Brian's used to having fucking, you know, spending Christmas with his family. Brian's a family man. Brian's a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, Brian, you know, doesn't fucking spend Christmas by himself. He goes home for Christmas. He fucking, you know, buys gifts for his fucking family. Like, you know, he does all this shit because he's not that fucking person that he's not that animal that fucking everybody wants him to be and shit.
Yeah, I mean it's gotta be tough all the way around, not only for himself trying to kind of, you know, graduate into what it's like right now, but his family as well. I'm sure they're used to having him around.
His dad is in a bad place, like mentally, fucking, you know.
His dad's a good dude, man. His dad has a lot of passion within him, a lot of love.
But his dad said straight up, my son did not do this shit. No, he didn't say it like that, but he said it. You know.
Yeah, I just hope that their voices get heard soon enough. I know it's tough on them. I would never wish that. You know, I went through with my own family, and I always told my own family, just stay out of it, keep your mouth shut, let the battles happen. But it's hard for a family to do that. And you know, I got a lot of compassion for what they're going through.
Well, that's why I need to speak with Brian because you can hear shit, from a second or third party all day long. He needs to hear it from me that fucking, he got people out here that fucking are pissed off. As much as fucking he's mad and fucking, going through some shit, like we're all pissed off for him, and he needs to hear that because he's in a bad place, bro.
Yeah, I believe it. Has he gotten the capabilities approved now to speak to his mom via the phone?
I don't know. I'm just saying, as far as like suicide, again, like I was saying earlier, bro, you get to a point where, you can either fight through it or you break. I don't know if you got to that point, but he's been in there for years, so I can't imagine the point that he's at.
Yeah, I was on.
You know what I mean?
I was self-extracted numerous times for self injuries.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. I mean, yeah, you absolutely get to a point to where you have to do everything you can just to even put food in your mouth because you're just broken.
That's what I mean. Like, and again, I've been trying to explain to everybody, Brian's not that guy. He's not that he's not that dude that fucking, he's not me or you, bro. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, we can handle shit. I'm able to adapt to my environment like a fucking chameleon. Not everybody can do that shit. And Brian was not one of those guys that could do it. He just wasn't. Everybody has their, strong hands and weak hands and shit. And Brian just wasn't that dude. So prison's not a place where Brian needs to be. Brian shouldn't be in there. Because nobody can come in here and tell me any evidence that shows that Brian did this, which is so fucked.
That's
That's why I'm screaming at MPD and ISP MPD. Fuck them, bro. You guys got fucking blood DNA that the fucking y'all playing around with and shit. Y'all got names that y'all playing around with that you can't tell us and shit. Fuck you. This is blood DNA samples you're talking about here. This is no joke. Every fucking documentary I've ever watched, bro, first thing they fucking use blood DNA to find the scene. But yet in this case, so many people are cool with them just saying, we went with the invisible fucking touch DNA that we couldn't even identify the first time in the lab. Fuck you, man. That pisses me off so much. And so many people are okay with it. I don't get it, bro.
It's because they haven't lived through it. They haven't had to step up to the plate and have to endure something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, you fight for what you know, and a lot of these people just don't know. They've never experienced it. They've never had a loved one that's at risk. This should be a sign to everybody. It doesn't even matter about you or me. It's any of us are now at risk. It could be.
That's what angers me the most is, this could be any of us. This could be any of our brothers, sisters, cousins, whatever the fuck you want to, call it to fucking make it hit home. Nobody should be okay with this.
That should be what's the scariest part for anybody thinking about it. Your mom, your sister, your child, anybody and anybody at any point in time could be ripped out at what? With no answer, just and
they don't give
we'll just go to trial with it being called a tip.
And listen, bro, everybody's like, he's just going, he's going to fucking go to the Supreme way and shit like that. Listen, he still has to sit in there for fucking years. And like, anything could happen. They could be taking him fucking down for chow or whatever. And he can get fucking, he can get stabbed up real fucking quick out of nowhere. And all of a sudden he's gone. That's the reality.
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds, brother.
You can
there
lose
ain't
your,
nothing that stops it.
You can lose your soul in there, bro, in a heartbeat.
I know. I'm still trying to get mine back. I'm still trying to go retrieve
That's what
mine.
I'm saying, bro. Like, you know, you get like institutionalized. Like they told me, that fat fuck, that CO told me, you know, you'll be back. You'll always be back. I said, fuck you. I won't be back. It's my first time. Just because fucking, you know, I got my bills high as fuck and this, that, and the third. I won't be back. Fuck you. You know, but he motivated me to fucking never go back. You know, I've been back fucking to Holden a couple times like that, but not fucking what I went through when, you know, my daughter was on the way and shit. But to be honest with you, I need to go to jail, bro. Like, I look back at it and like, I walked into the fucking, bro. I walked into the fucking courthouse with a fucking 45 long coat, not giving a fuck, telling them where the fuck are my, you know, police reports from fucking a few incidents that happened at the crib and shit like that. And they came up guns drawn like I was a fucking criminal, all this shit, blah, 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 blah. And I had my fucking 45 showing all kinds of shit, but because, you know, it wasn't fully in the holster, they were able to consider it concealed, and I didn't have my concealed permit. But in Pennsylvania, it's open carry, so I was trying to do everything right. I told them I obviously had my piece. I was trying to turn it over until I left theirs, and then they give it back, and yada yada yada. And I was trying to do everything correctly, but they fucking came up and fucking tripped out. Didn't even arrest me right away, bro. Surrounded me for like 45 minutes, and then fucking found a fucking perky durky on me, and fucking. They fucking dumped out my wallet so they can get the fucking Keef at the bottom, and they were like, "Oh, Keef too." So now, I'm like on in the newspaper, it looks like gun and drugs. When literally it was a gun, a fucking one perk that fucking wasn't even mine, and fucking Keef. Like fuck you, man. And then they gave me $25,000 straight. When literally the gun was mine, bought legally from fucking Cabela's. Like I was pissed, bro. That was my first offense, and they fucking give me that on a gun that was legally mine. Like I was a fucking felon or something like that. It didn't make any sense to me, bro. Like they fucked me right from the beginning, and you know what I mean. And they tell you when you're in there, fucking, you'll be back. You'll be back. I always said to them, fuck you. You know.
Yeah, I heard those words. You'll be back a lot. That's for sure. Until finally they brought me back, and I wasn't leaving for a long period of time. When I went back for a good minute. So
now
it's hard,
long,
and that's a lot of people don't understand. No matter. Like right now for Brian, I know a lot of people feel like there's good things that coming. It takes time, and it's going to take a lot of time, and that's what's so hard about it.
That's why I need to speak to him, because he needs. I need him to understand that if he's going to play this long game, he needs to fucking be mentally fucking strong, or he's going to fucking lose his mind. You know, you can't afford to lose your mind in there.
No, you can't.
You know, there's nobody there to help you. There's nobody there to fucking lay your head on or fucking catch you. It's you and you only. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes it hard. Brian does know there's people out here fighting for him, though. I can tell you that. I do know that. So.
I know, but I want him to understand the magnitude. That's why I need to get my hands on him.
Have you, we'll talk behind the scenes. I have your
email me and tip, and then we can talk on the phone.
Yeah, I know I have your information. I'll reach out to you behind the scenes, and let's put something together, and let's see what we can do.
Yeah, bro, shit's fucked up, bro. I just can't. Like I said, man, if this is my friend, or this is my former teammate from baseball, or fucking even somebody that played football for fucking Pleasant Valley, that, you know, I knew, fucking, I'd be going hard as shit, man. But, you know, again, the reason I'm just so mad because his mother gave me wisdom in 8th grade. So fucking, I feel like I owe it to her.
Yeah.
That makes sense. She's not fucking in a good place. She hasn't left the house.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I get it. I know. I know it.
And they can't even visit their son because they're in Pennsylvania and he's in fucking Idaho.
Yeah,
fucked up.
he's on the block right now too. He wouldn't even get face-to-face visits unless they did special visits anyway. He can't even get face-to-face. So
I'm just saying, bro. They're in Pennsylvania and he's in fucking Idaho. That's
right.
tough on a parent.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I
No
mean?
doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Especially with as close as they are. You know, they're close, man. Mom and Brian talk a lot. Well, they did. I don't know now, but I do know that it was every day.
And like I said, you know, Brian's best friend was my best friend. It's just, you know, we never crossed paths like we should have because Brian was younger than me. But you know, I was very, very close to Jeremy Saba. I never called him Jeremy. I always called him Saba. You know, I was very close to his father. I was very close to his mother. You know, and fucking the fact that he's gone, it doesn't make sense to me. You know, and then I find out that fucking Jeremy was Brian's friend as well, which is crazy. I never, you know, because the whole time I was friends with Saba, I never knew that fucking he was friends with Brian Koberger. You know what I mean? Because if I did, fucking, I would have been like, yo, come over and chill. You know what I mean? The fact that fucking me and Brian's paths never crossed when there's so many fucking people that me and him dealt with that fucking, you know, Skylar, Jacobson, Saba, Mike, Rich, Casey. I can keep going and on and on and on and on and on. You know what I mean? So that's why, you know, 'cause everybody else back home ain't saying shit. I feel like I need to say something because if I was in there, I'm just saying straight up, if I was in there, nobody would have the balls to fucking, you know, say that they think that I didn't do it, let alone make a whole fucking channel. You know what I mean? I still know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. I don't care. As long as fucking I can get, you know, the truth out there somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, the conversation with Rich was raw. That's a fucking raw. That's a fucking friend. That's a fucking coworker. That's a raw fucking conversation I had with him. That's uncut. That's all kinds of shit. What you see on Fox is fake. You know? I wish I was bigger, and the only reason I wish I was bigger is not for the money. It's just so more people could hear it and see it. I just want them to hear the truth. That's what fucking matters. That's why I'm fucking doing this, because the truth fucking matters. They made him sound like a fucking animal when this first happened. Cannibal. He was this. He was that. He was this. He was that. No, the fuck he wasn't. He was a boxer, this and that. No, he wasn't a boxer. And like I said, I know he wasn't a boxer because I was at the boxing gym. You know? Me and Steve were at the boxing gym. I never saw Brian there. It was me, Steve, Vinny, fucking Jesse's son, fucking, and maybe 1-2 other people. That's why Jesse had to close down. You know, he didn't get a lot of business. Jesse's fucking son was an animal, bro.
Yeah.
He's Gold Glove. Gold Glove winner, you know?
Yeah.
Which is fucking heavy. It's hard to do. And then they brought the Muay Thai into it, and fucking, oh, I love Muay Thai. Muay Thai is very fun. Muay Thai clinches are very fun. Like I said, man, you know, my coach hated that fucking I boxed and fucking did all that shit because he was my coach was so fucking terrified that I was gonna get hurt, bro. I can't even explain how scared he was. You know, because again, if you Google my name in Pleasant Valley, bro, it's fucking paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph because, you know, I played varsity ball because, you know, my dad fucking, you know, raised me on being a fucking machine at baseball, but fucking I love boxing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sounds like you were a good athlete all the way around.
I was a bad fucking kid though, man. Like, you know, like I got out of a lot of shit just so I could play in the baseball games. you know, but I wasn't a bad kid where, you know, I was doing crazy shit. I was smoking pot. Like I was known as the fucking pothead, which now, you know, if you think about it, it's not really a big deal, right? You
It's
know,
the norm.
but at the
It's the norm.
but at the but at the time it was like, you know, fucking Kirsch fucking smokes bud, and like, you know, it was like fucking the end of the world for my coach and shit like that when fucking he found out, and fucking, you know, everybody knew that fucking, you know, I cooked, and it wasn't a big deal. But then all of a sudden, boom, like I graduated, and then all of a sudden pills came, meth came, fucking fentanyl came, and I just can't relate to that shit because I'm scared of needles. You know, that's why, like, you know, when I get my B12 shots and shit, when I was in the fucking hospital and getting my shots and shit, fucking the nurses, I was sitting there fucking tensing up, all fucking scared and shit. And they were like, "You're scared of needle?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, what the fuck, dude? Like, it's a needle. Like, how is everybody not like it doesn't fathom with me that how everybody is not terrified of needles, bro. I can't fucking do needles. You know what I
guess
mean? Like,
I can't be scared of needles. I take 8 diabetic insulin shots a day, so
that's what I mean. Like you got some, you know. I'm sure if I had to fucking do all that, but still, even if I had to fucking administer all that, I'd still, you know, do everything I can to go to the fucking doctor to do it because I can't do it myself, bro. I'm scared. And you know, getting a tattoo, fucking tattoo me the fuck up. But when it comes to a fucking actual needle going into my vein, oh my god, oh, thank God the B12 goes into your fucking muscle, but um. You know, this should be going to the fucking veins and shit. And fuck that, dude. When they put the IV in and all that.
yeah, I just spent 3.5 months with a pick line running up
Oh,
into through my arm into my
what's
heart.
good, ceramic? With the pick line.
So it's a permanent IV you go home with to take IVs 24/7 for months upon months, and it runs into the veins of your arm, up your arm, and
Oh
into
my
your chest.
god. Oh my
Goes up into your
god.
heart cavity.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and you get to walk around every day. So when you go to the grocery store, people are staring at you like you're hooked to a drug
Fuck them,
IV, and
dude.
it's like,
Fuck,
dude, look, man,
fuck
it's
them, dude. I
called
don't care.
fucking antibiotics. Give me a break.
Fuck, fuck them, bro. We all got our own shit. I don't give a fuck, dude. People stare at me and shit with the fucking eye patch. I tell them to suck my dick, bro. Worry about your own shit. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's fucking, you know, in a wheelchair or going through some shit, like I'll sit there and stare at them. It's crazy how many people will stare like it's fucking, you know, normal.
Yeah, I know it. I mean, everybody wants to look at you as if you've got the worst of the worst happening, and they've
And
never
and
reflected.
even though I got one eye, I'll fuck somebody up, bro.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I got detached retina in my right eye, so I'm blind in the right eye completely. So you and I, man, you got the right eye, I got the left. We still got a
We
pair
put that shit
between us.
together, bro. We put that shit together. We'll fucking,
That's
you know,
right. We
go
got a
fucking,
perfect pair
yeah,
right here,
bro.
man.
We'll fucking take down a fucking platoon.
Whatever it takes, brother.
Bro,
Whatever it
when I was
takes.
fucking 18, bro, I signed up for the fucking Marines. The only reason I was ready to die, bro, the only reason I didn't go to the Marines is because they cut the budget.
Really?
Obama, I swear to God, I swear to Jesus Christ, his name, Obama cut the budgets of how much they paid, you know, everybody, SEALs, fucking Air Force, Navy, didn't matter what Obama cut everything. And then I backed out because, you know, obviously I was, you know, money did matter, but I was ready to fuck. I was so ready, bro. I was so close to signing the papers to go fucking over there because I was so bored. I'm
Yeah,
still bored.
I tried to enlist in '96. I was willing to go into any branch, and they said, "No, you got too many felonies. We can't take you."
I told him I wanted to be a Marine. I didn't want to do no army. I didn't want to do no fucking. I didn't want to do anything easy. You know, the SEAL shit. You know, you know. I understood the SEAL shit. You got to be you know, but I understood I had a fucking injury where I probably wouldn't be able to fucking get or be able to do one of the things to be able to become a SEAL. So I told him, I said, I just want to be a Marine. I said, just send me over there.
Mm.
You know, just you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready. Like I'm ready. Like, you know, I'm in 3rd grade. I watched the fucking towers fall down.
Man, you're young. I was in jail the day that the freaking towers.
I'm just saying,
fell.
bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like, you know, I was in 3rd grade when I watched the towers fell down, and fucking, you know,
You're still in your 30s, right? You're still young.
I'm 30. I'm 32.
Yeah, you're still young, man.
Yeah,
So,
man. But like I
I'm a
said,
pro.
I thank God I didn't go because I decided to have a daughter instead. I'm kind of glad I didn't go because a lot of people came back with PTSD.
Yeah. Now you got the greatest gift in the world, man. You got a
That's what I'm
beautiful
saying, bro. I
little-
went paintballing. Thank God, fucking his name. I grew up near. I grew up 5 minutes away from what's called Skirmish up here. If, you know, if anybody wants to, you know, do a little research tonight about it, it's probably about 10 minutes away from where Brian lives. It's called Skirmish, SKIRMISH, and fucking, it's literally the best paintball fucking place in America. So you have 50 fields. That's 50. 50 fields. I've been there over 40 times. Bro, when I tell you I'm an animal at paintball, dude, oh my God. Like, I would flank the fuck out of everybody. Like, everybody else is just straight running and fucking hide and doing this and that. I flank everybody. I come up behind you, bro, and hurt you. And if you cheat, if I shoot you and don't put your fucking hand up right away, bro, I shoot you in the fucking neck. You know what I mean? I fucking love paintball, dude. And then the one day we were playing and this guy had a fucking action camera and he said, "Can I film you guys you know, playing?" And I said, "Yeah, of course." And he got some sick fucking shots, dude, playing paintball. And he actually got a action shot of me getting a fucking kill. I don't know if you ever played paintball, but like, you know, sometimes it might be like 8 on 8. So, you know, a kill is a fucking, you know, big deal. You know what I mean? And it was an action shot.
I've
So
tried it. It's a lot of fun. It's hard to
Oh,
do. So
it hurts like a bitch. It hurts like a bitch, but I wear shorts and a tank top like a psycho. I love it. I haven't been in a while. I want to go, but again, I have a daughter, so you know I know if she gets hit, she's gonna cry, and I don't. And if I hear her cry, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of whoever shot her. So I don't want to take my daughter. So I'm just waiting. Maybe to you know, if she gets maybe like 14, 15, then she'll be able to take a shot. I'll get her some armor or some shit. But I just know that if I take her now, bro, somebody shoots her and she cries, I'm gonna fuck them up. You know what I mean? So I can't take my daughter yet. Because people would bring their kids and shit, and I'd be like, "Oh man, you know, he's bringing his son," and then the son would just be chilling in the back, fucking not knowing what to do, just looking around, "Daddy, daddy," and then here I come popping up, boom, you know, like in his fucking face, paint everywhere, boom, boom, fucking popping out of nowhere, dude. It was fantastic. I didn't give a fuck about anybody coming up with ghillie suits, or if you told me that fucking you were in fucking this branch or that branch, because people would come fucking all weird and shit, and you know, like they're, you know, everybody's fucking, you know, in the military, blah blah blah. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I was an animal in the woods. I'd fucking be under the leaves, dude, before you fucking shot me. Yeah, dude, it was fucking survival. Like it was the most, it's the most adrenaline rush you can get, in my opinion. Because I refuse to go skydiving. So I think it might be like paintball, then skydiving, just because of how much paintball hurts.
I like you. I think you and I are a lot like you. You like the feeling of pain too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the feeling of pain.
That's why, again, that's why my coach hated me, because I, you know, I boxed and fucking I held UFC fights in the locker room at Pleasant Valley. Because you got to understand, Mario Yamasaki, who was the referee in the UFC for, I don't know, fucking 15, 20 years, he was my uncle for about 10. He was married to my fucking aunt. So he was coming around bringing fucking UFC fighters to the fucking house. Fucking like Ken Shamrock was there all the time, and fucking all those guys from back in the day were always at the fucking house because, you know, Mario was a fucking referee. So, you know, having UFC fighters around was fucking absolutely nothing, dude. He got me the PS1 fucking game of UFC and shit. So I've been around that shit all my life, dude. It's just I like boxing more rather than fucking MMA. I like standing and dealing. I'm very good on the ground. Very good on the ground. I'll take somebody to fucking deep waters, but I like standing and fucking exchanging. It's very exhilarating.
Yeah, I never found a fight I didn't enjoy going into. I hate to say it. I don't know. I don't know why that was about me, because I knew 95% of the time I was a smaller guy going in. I was the least talented. I was probably the weakest of the two, and I went in head first and just enjoyed every single minute of it. When you punched me, I actually liked it, and that's why many of my counselors thought I was sick in the head, because I actually enjoyed it. And I would go self-discipline myself to make myself stronger to be able to take that pain. The person that inflicted the most pain on me was me.
Exactly. That's why I love boxing, because it was up to you to fucking get up in the morning and fucking jump rope, and it was up to you to fucking shadow box, and it was up to you to fucking hit that bag. No, you had no fucking teammates around you, fucking, you know, or a coach around you fucking telling you to do this, telling you to do that. It's up to you to fucking do it. It's the loneliest sport in the fucking world.
I think that's why I like things like that. I've just lived my life very, very to myself, man.
But like I said, Brian's in there right now, fucking by himself, and he's probably losing his fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean it's a new experience for him.
It's fucked up, bro. And it's fucked up because they got blood DNA that fucking they won't tell us the names of. Fuck them.
Do you think? I mean, I haven't even been around it in a little while. They never even tested it enough to get a name, right?
Bullshit. You really believe that? Everybody really believes that?
I do.
What's up, Simply? Simply the best.
I just don't think they did any investigation.
Absolute bullshit, fam. That's what I'm saying too, from. Fuck them. They're lying. What's up, Ledge? Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I think, I think they're corrupt as fuck, bro. This is 3 to 5 times worse than making of a murderer. And every day it gets worse and worse and worse. Making of a murderer ain't got shit on Idaho 4. Brian is not that dude, let alone with a knife. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody
hook that motherfucker, bro, hook that motherfucker up to a fucking lie detector. I'll put $5,000 cash that he fucking fails, them asking him if he fucking did this crime. I'll put $5,000 cash that he would fail that fucking question. Guaranteed he fails that question.
Yeah.
He had no time. Bro, if I stick you 50 times, just you, one person, if I stick you 50 times, I'm bringing something back to the car.
Yeah, I think you and we've yelled that from the beginning. I've said since the beginning that I became a true crime discussionary channel, and we talked about this case. I said there's no possible way anybody leaves that crime scene, gets back into their car, and doesn't have a catastrophe of blood evidence throughout the entire car. I even did a video. One of my first ever videos was the most ghetto video showing what it would take to take off gloves before you get into the car without getting blood, and you can't do it. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I've been a criminal.
I have fake blood here that I tried to fucking wash off and fucking do all kinds of crazy shit, bro. I got something somewhere, always.
Well, I mean, how can you tell a criminal that's been busted for DNA and fingerprints and all this stuff? Like, I wouldn't know whether you could or couldn't get out of a situation. And if I say there's no way out of that without leaving some sort of DNA or bringing some with you, and I'm not saying like leave DNA on a knife sheath. I'm saying leaving DNA. You're going to be bleeding, bro. Bleeding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. And this motherfucker went in with a fucking, what do you have? A fucking
K-bar.
K-bar. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You didn't have a dagger? Come on, dude.
There's no way you walk out of this crime scene without a personal injury to yourself. I don't care how damn good of a fighter you are,
bro. He's not walking out without tracking blood to the fucking car unless he's all fucking suited up in a fucking like fucking ER outfit. But fucking Dylan said that's not what she saw, so we can't go there.
No, but that's what mainstream media wants you to believe is he left in an astronaut suit with, you know, complete Amazon purchased gear.
Fuck them, bro.
I mean, could you imagine that a crime scene, the story being told of trial of a guy coming in an astronaut suit? He looks like the big like doughboy coming into the crime scene.
And then, bro. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's think about this for 1 second. Let me turn the music off. Let's think about this for 1 second, right? Say it was me and you that were chilling with a few bitches. We're smoking, doing whatever, but yada yada yada. Taking back to the crib. They asked us to come back. We say fuck it. We just drove fucking 2 hours and shit to party at the university, and fucking. All of a sudden, we're up for 8 hours after this shit happens. Fucking texting, taking pictures, chilling, fucking posting, this, that, and the third. Fucking hitting up our families at 7 in the morning and shit. We're going to jail for life.
Oh, I know I am.
I know I am.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
And everybody on the outside, and everybody on, and here's the thing: everybody on the outside would have no fucking problem with it.
Right.
Because of the fucked up shit that fucking Bethany and Dylan did. But because they're fucking young females, they're going to get away with this. That's so fucked in itself.
I can tell you right now, if I was in Dylan or Bethany's shoes, they wouldn't even have taken me into an interrogation room to talk to me. They would have just put the cuffs on me, thrown me in a holding cell.
And then they let them go back and chill with each other.
They would have booked me before ever even talking to me about what happened in the crime scene. They would have booked me.
They let them go back and chill with each other, bro. Fuck that, dude. They said go to the hotel and fucking get your story straight. What?
Yeah, my hotel would have been the booking cell by myself, sleeping on a concrete floor.
Yeah.
Waiting for arraignment.
Took it to yeah, bro. I'd be fucking on my fucking face down, fucking in cuffs. Them saying,
no bail.
Where's the fucking knife? They'd be screaming at me.
Yeah, with no bail.
Oh, 0 bail. And everybody fucking picket signs, fucking shoot him, whatever the fuck, change the law. We'd be cooked, bro. But because they're chicks that they're gonna get away with, they get away with fucking. First they're in frozen shock, then all of a sudden they're running across the fucking house. What? Then they're staging a fucking 911 call. Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm baffled by how. Look, I know a lot of people are confused by Dylan and Bethany's whole ordeal. But why is mainstream media not sitting there, like, literally going, "Why have we been told so many versions?
Why is MSM okay with this shit if there's no evidence?
The money being paid.
Exactly. Where the fuck's Steve G? This is his daughter. Did you not give a fuck about his daughter? Bro, if this was my kid, I'd be banging on the fucking door every day. Boom, 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 boom. Give me the 4 names. Boom, 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 boom. Give me the 4 names. Boom, 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 boom. Give me the 4 names. Every fucking day.
Yeah, I mean,
And if you're not going to arrest these 4 people, guess what? I'm going to go find out if they did something or not. I'm going to do it my way or the highway. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you.
Yeah. I haven't even been paying attention. Have they been out speaking at all? Have they been still talking?
I don't know. Anybody seen the G family recently? We also share a recently good friend who can vouch for me. Who's that, Frame? Who the fuck? Who's our mutual? Bitch, a hoe. You know how it go. Yeah, I just been enjoying life, bro. Fucking like I said, my idol is Mike Tyson, so I've been watching a lot of Mike Tyson fights, a lot of Mike Tyson speeches. I've been,
Daughter's doing good though.
huh?
Your daughter's doing good over there.
Oh, she's fantastic, bro.
Good.
She got everything she ever wanted for fucking her birthday and Christmas.
Growing up fast, I bet. Huh?
Oh, it's crazy, bro. She's fucking taller than fucking everybody in there, bro. My daughter has already manifested her future, bro. My daughter already knows what the fuck she's gonna do, you know, in her life and fucking what she's gonna be. It's amazing.
Good.
She's gonna dominate the fuck out of everybody with the basketball, and she knows it.
I'll be watching. I'll be rooting it on, man.
Oh, bro, my daughter's going to the WNBA without a doubt. Like, it's not even a question.
Good.
You know, just because.
Just make her the smartest one in the WNBA.
Oh, you know, she got like student of the month twice this year. Fucking, she don't play around, bro.
Good. That's good to hear.
Yeah, man. Fucking, that's all I care about.
I mean, I wish I could kind of hit the rewind button a little bit myself, but it's good to hear that she's doing good, man.
So how many like your kiddos are bigger or what?
No, my daughter passed years ago.
What?
Yeah, my daughter was 11 years old when
Oh, fuck, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that was years ago, but
I'm sorry to hear that.
it was a difficult one, man, but
How are
I
you,
learned a lot.
how are you? Wow, you're a stronger man than me.
So I've never really talked about her story. My wife and I were going to do some content on it, but my daughter, her mother was a very bad narcotic user. She was Percocet. She was into the pill.
Hey, so was my daughter's mother.
So I took her away. I was a single father trying to raise her on myself, but I was in and out of
So me and you, so me and
that?
you were in the same. I said, so me and you were in the same fucking spot.
Yeah.
I had to. That's the thing. I did everything I fucking could to stay out of the fucking joint, bro.
Yeah, it was my
Everything.
own fault though, because when I got locked up again, and Jen was just coming into the picture, and Jen was willing to help me out, and she was going to watch. My daughter's name was Lexi. She was going to watch Lexi, but I made the mistake. I let Lexi go back to her mom's house, and Lexi took her whole bottle of Percocet.
Yo, is fucking Dago still alive, bro?
Huh?
Is Dago still alive?
Dago?
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to come over and fucking
Yeah.
say what up.
Is he live? I'm not sure.
Is he still? Is he still alive?
I'm not sure. I could check.
Somebody said he was live earlier. I don't know. I didn't know if he just started it or maybe he was towards the end. But I'm gonna say what up to him. Dude,
Yeah.
let me tell you something, bro. I'm just telling you right now. You know, you're a stronger man than me. You know, I had to explain to my daughter why she had to, meet her mother in a casket and shit. But that's a different story, bro. If I lost my daughter, bro, I wouldn't give a fuck anymore. I'd probably check myself into some kind of clinic before I did something stupid.
Yeah, I stayed in prison for 6 years. So I didn't get to attend the funeral. I didn't get to attend
I would
anything.
have fought somebody every day.
I worked on it.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, if you didn't, then like I said, you're a stronger man than me. But I would have fought somebody every day. My daughter's the only thing I have in this world, so I couldn't even imagine fucking losing my daughter. I already lost her mother. Her mother was the only fucking female I ever fucking loved, and she fucking hung herself. So, she's gone, and then my grandfather passed away. Rest in peace. But fucking, my daughter is the only thing I have.
Well, cherish that, because you know what? Through life, your daughter is always going to look at you as the most important thing she has. She might
my
not
daughter looks
always
at
be
me.
the
My daughter looks
only
at me,
thing,
bro. My daughter looks at me like a warrior. I'll
and
go
that's
inside right now. I'll go inside right now and fucking talk to my daughter, bro. And you'll see in her eyes, she looks at me like a fucking warrior.
good.
She knows I'd fucking destroy anybody for her. Even if fucking she told me, you know, you know, at school or something that fucking a 10-year-old boy was fucking doing this or that to her, I'd fuck him up and his dad. I don't give a fuck.
Let me give you a, and that that's something that she's gonna carry with her forever. But let me give you just a little bit of a piece of advice that I had to learn because I raised a little girl too, man. I raised a little girl too, and I did my very best. And the number one key is not only to provide her with that support and that strength to let her know that you'll protect her in every single way, but also let her know that you're going to support her in her decision making, even when sometimes it seems as though it's not quite what you
Oh,
would
she
want
knows.
her,
She knows, bro.
you
Fucking
know.
yeah,
So
bro. Like I said, bro, I had to sit her down at 5 years old and explain to her why she had to meet her mother in a casket, bro. She had to grow up quick too. I had to grow up quick as fuck at 22 and 23 because I had to fucking raise a 9-month-old on my own. But she had to grow up fast as fuck at 5. Feel me?
oh yeah. No, I feel
So
you.
my daughter don't fuck around, bro. My daughter's 9 going on 19.
That's good. And just make sure you keep her close as long as you possibly can, you know. It does
And
look like Dago's live. He's got a couple people up on this panel.
that's nice. Hopefully he comes over when he's I'll probably still be live because I'm chilling. I might go inside and say hello to my daughter in a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta here in a few minutes. I gotta take my dogs out before they.
Somebody's backstage. Beth D.
What's that?
What's up, Beth? Beth, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Was she on mute? She might have been on mute, man.
She might have been on mute. I don't know. I brought her up though. What the fuck? There we go. But yeah, so I went through that shit and fucking this, that, and the third. Just get some fucking music.
Well, I just wanted to hop up here for a minute, Willie. I know you're
Yeah,
crowd.
man.
I wanted to say it's good to have you back. You know, many people very much care about you. Don't ever forget about that. And I believe you got my number. I got your number. Let's
Yeah.
touch base behind the scenes. I got to get back into doing this YouTube thing a little bit. I've kind of just
Oh
shied
fuck!
away.
I think I pressed the wrong fucking fuck. I hate using a fucking phone. Hold on, Beth. Fuck me, bro. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming up, man. Like I said, I'll be live for a little bit, and then I don't know if you're gonna go live at all, but I'll be looking out.
Nah, I don't do a lot of lives. Maybe here.
I'm just mad, bro. I'm mad. I'm fucking. I'm past. I'm past the limit. I gave him enough. I gave him enough fucking. I gave him enough line. You know, I'm done. And then after talking to his dad and shit, that pushed me over the edge. Fucking MPD and ISP can suck my dick. Where the fuck are the names of these blood DNA samples that you don't give a shit about? Because we care about them. That's what the fucking family should be. That's what every fucking family should be saying.
I agree with you. I stand with you. So we'll get back together again here soon, man. All right.
All right, bro.
Hey, appreciate you. Much love to you and stay up.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
All right. Bye now.
Later. Of Louis the 13th. Off a mountain into a sea of codeine. I'm at the top of the top, but still I climb. And if I should ever fall, the ground will then turn to wine. But 16 years ago, this song came out. Like I said, we were supposed to fucking go to school normal after fucking binge listening to fucking Wayne. What? I feel like dying. I feel like dying. What's up, Simply? To a party on Mars. I am a prisoner locked up behind Xanax bars. and yo, Wayne was crazy. Okay. What the fuck, man? Why won't it let me bring fucking Beth up here? Yeah, my shit's fucked up. Beth, give me a second. Let me try to. I'm trying to fix something here. Something's fucked up. What's up, Cat? I feel like dying. That's a fucking good song. Oh my god, Wayne has so many good songs you can just fucking keep just especially like the Carter fucking 3. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't make music like this. I heard these rappers are so fried today. They make songs and they don't even realize they suck until later on. That's how much drugs are doing. Take me. Who's all with me here still? What's up, y'all? Free Brian. Fuck MS. Fuck ISP. And fucking Moscow PD, bro. Give us the fucking names of the. Give us the names of the blood samples. We'll look into them ourselves. Give us the names. We'll find out everything about these motherfuckers. Just give us a name. Go arrest the fucking real people that did this, you fucking lazy bastards. I hope you see this. What are you gonna do? Call me? I'm scared. Just suck my dick. You got fucking somebody that fucking. You got the son of somebody that fucking educated me in fucking jail right now for no reason with no evidence. Fuck you. I don't really know what to call Brian, so I'll say that. He's the son of somebody that educated me. So I feel like I owe it to her. Free Brian, screaming free Brian until I fucking die. Oh, I love that part. Bunch of blood. You can call it blood clotting. Okay, Wayne. Oh, I'm gonna smoke a little bit of this hookah tobacco. Fuck you, YouTube. You took all my shit on my last fucking live. You took all my fucking monetization for my commercials, which it ain't even that much money anyway. So fuck you. I don't even need this shit. You fucking blow me. Free Brian. Twiz, get up here, pussy. I don't even know if I can bring somebody up here anymore, bro. I tried to bring Beth up, and my whole shit freaked out. That's why I hate using a phone, bro. I gotta get this fucking tablet linked to the fucking. So I got StreamYard linked to the fucking YouTube. I gotta get YouTube on the fucking tablet, my account, this account. They fucked Brian so bad, bro. This is so much worse than Making of a Murder. Making of a Murder, like I said, Making of a Murder ain't got shit on Idaho 4. This is the most corrupt case that fucking we've seen in a while, along with Delphi. Delphi and Idaho go fucking hand in hand, in my opinion. I'm too ugly loud and you two can't handle it. Fuck them. Oh my fucking back. I'm gonna hit this hookah real quick. Ooh. What's up, True? They're coming over. Oh, word. Fucking, I think he called me, but I got a new phone. I gotta ask him if it was him or not. Fuck me. That fucking hookah tobacco hits hard. Oh, man. Let's see this. What we got back here? We have 7%. We're gonna have to get the charges soon. Oh, this is a good song. When It Rains, It Pours is a good song, but a lot of people probably know Many Men better. I'd rather listen to It Rains, It Pours, but yo, copyright me, YouTube. I don't give a fuck. Right here. That's what I think about your copyright. You hear that shit in the back? No cuts. Fuck you. People thought I was done streaming and shit? Yeah, okay. If I ever go away for a little bit, it's to fucking study. That's what I'm gonna do. Lose your bed. Lose your bed. Man, you miss Tommy. I miss Tommy too. I haven't grieved Tommy yet. He had cancer, right? Tommy had cancer. Does anybody know how old Tommy was? Yo, Dago, what's up, brother? Yo, did you possibly try calling me? I got a call. That's Ohio, but I got a new phone. Let me see if I can bring you up because I tried to bring Beth up a couple times, bro, and it wouldn't let me. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Did they go up here? Yo,
What the hell happened to you, bro?
let me turn this shit down. Hold on. I went through some shit, bro. Well, first, when my grandmother went through some shit, that's why I fucking.
I'm talking about your eye, brother.
Oh yeah, I've had. I got diagnosed with it's called dysopia, and basically it's like double vision. So imagine being like,
I know
like,
what it is. Yep.
like, yeah. So I see double of everything, but when I have one eye, I see fucking.
Yeah.
I see okay. I see okay.
Jesus, Willie. Damn. I
Yeah,
know about
bro.
your grandmother, and I'm sorry she went through all that. I've been worried about you. I don't know if you're not getting my messages or what, but I've been trying to message you and call and whatever it is.
I got a new. Well, I'm not really good with text messages, but you tried calling me today, right?
I did.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna save your number because I got a new phone and shit. So
Okay. Well, I'm good. I'm happy to see you. I'm glad to see you, if nothing else.
yeah, man, you too, dude. You doing all right? You still going live and all that kind of shit?
Oh yeah, I'm doing good.
Like I said, I don't really know too much. I don't really know too much about what has come out and all that. I just know, me and Annie have talked a couple times, and I heard about the post-mortem wounds and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like after I spoke to his dad in the parking lot at CVS and shit, I had enough, bro.
I get it. I got you. Let me, if you don't mind, because I missed your two newest shows. Like, if you want to, like, bring me up to date.
It's very simple. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, it's not really, anything to fucking. It's not really anything fucking to hide. I just asked his dad straight up, like, do you, like, do you feel Brian pled because he actually did this crime? And his dad, said the word to me, no.
No. That's all you need to hear, right?
So that's all I needed to hear. I didn't need to fucking sit there and ask him 1,000 questions that'll come within time. I just needed to get that fucking answered, and that's it.
Good. That's
now it's fucking game on, bro. Now ISP and fucking MPD can suck my dick, bro. Fucking give us the fucking names of the blood fucking DNA samples. Come on, bro. Like, you're not gonna half-ass fucking getting justice for these kids. If you actually give a fuck about these families, then you're gonna get full justice. Fuck you.
Yep, I agree. And I'm glad that you had, whether it was 3 words or 300 words with Mr. Koberger himself, you yourself, whether you asked him 1 question or 5, the tone of his voice, the look in his eyes, and the vibe he's giving off is going to give you the answer and all the answer you need.
Tommy was 65. That's fucked up. That's young.
Oh yeah, about Tommy. That was rough.
I haven't fucking.
That was a rough week or so. I'll tell you that right now. And I tried to message you that one time, but it didn't happen. I see your finger there. Can you see it? You muted yourself, bro.
Who, me?
There you go. Now I can hear you. Either that or you were delayed. But anyway,
I was just chilling, watching chat.
I got you. Your interaction with him would give you the vibe, the feeling, and the look in his eyes to tell you enough to know what you need to know, in my opinion, is what I was saying. So
yeah.
It's all it takes. Truly, that's all I think it takes. Do you know, like, at least how they're doing? Did they mention how him and his mother?
Yeah, his mom's not doing well.
That's what I thought.
That's all I'm gonna say on here. You can talk off of here, but that's all I'm gonna say on here.
Yeah, I get it. And give me a call when you get a chance. As far as that other stuff, we'll talk at that point. I'm glad.
Yeah, of course.
But there's a lot of stuff that's come out. We should be getting documents. I'm sure Annie told you that we have documents that should be being released here soon.
But I've been asking the fucking golden question. Is there any evidence that has come out that shows Brian did this? What's up, Jesse?
Nothing. Never has been, and I don't think there ever will be.
And that's why my fucking title is what it is, bro. That they could suck my dick. Give me the fucking names of the blood DNA. Every single fucking one. That I've watched. Every single documentary of every murder that I've watched since, Idaho 4 case and shit like that. All of them fucking had the blood DNA sample trampled fucking touch DNA, spit, semen, all that shit. Blood tramples everything, and they won't even give us a name.
They won't even look at it. That's the thing. They didn't even want to look at it.
Fuck them, dude.
That's where the truth is, Willie. That's my opinion. The truth is in that DNA.
That should never sit well with anybody ever in their life.
No, nobody. That's why I'm going. There's a few of us out here. I don't know if you've heard it or not.
It's supposed to be beyond a reasonable doubt, right?
100%.
So one fucking DNA sample is throws in doubt. We're talking 4.
Yeah.
Before we even get into everything else, we're just talking DNA samples. This is when I'm so pissed at his fucking defense team, because I could have defended fucking Brian better than fucking they did here at the end. This is my opinion. I don't know nothing about law.
I know that.
I'd fuck up a lot of terms and shit like that. But when it came to fucking straight facts, I'd be like, "Where's your fucking evidence?"
I get it,
Johnny.
I get it.
100%.
What the hell was I gonna say now? It slipped my. Sorry, it'll come back. But anyway, yeah, you are right, 100% right. That should be what bothers everybody, is that the fact that they refused. They didn't forget. They didn't accidentally not do it. They refused on purpose to go test that DNA. Period.
So
that tells me that, to me, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me that that's where the truth is at, Willie. Period.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's the truth. That's
and
gonna
they're lying, and they're lying motherfuckers, dude. So they have no reason to lie to fucking our faces, bro. They knocked the house down, bro, and poured chemicals and that shit.
They got rid of all.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Every option they had.
When you really break that down, and think about it without just skipping over it, like, oh, they knocked that house, like, and you really break that down and what that means, that's crazy.
Beyond
before the trial.
I agree.
You have the families begging you not to knock it down so they can get justice for their kids, and you say, fuck it, we're knocking it down. You couldn't just throw a tarp over it and just fucking have some kind of fucking humanity.
They could have left it boarded up the way it was until the trial hit. But there, in turn, they knew just as much as I believe they always knew this was never going to go to trial. We've talked about that before too. They knew it wasn't going to go to trial. So that's why I'm writing this giant letter to the Department of Defense and saying Department of Justice, not Defense. Sorry. And I'm asking them, why in the hell? Why has nobody at the Department of Justice looked at this yet? This is wrong. There's multiple reasons why this is wrong. And you know it. You need to look at this. And if you don't, there's multiple people out here that are asking and screaming this. Why are you not looking at this case? Period.
Yeah. Like I said, bro, it's fucked up, man. Like, when you really break this shit down, and the fact that there's no fucking evidence that other than this, they were like, fuck this blood, fuck that blood, fuck this blood, fuck that blood. Ooh, touch DNA. No, I'm not okay with that. I'm sorry. I'm not okay with them picking and choosing, because that's not their fucking say. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I absolutely do.
They're playing fucking executioner and fucking judge, jury, executioner. You know what that saying is and shit by doing that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just so they had a warm body before the fucking holidays ended. Fuck off.
There's no good reason for this that you could ever put out there for anybody. Not one.
That's what I'm saying. If they came up here and I asked them straight up, like, what's the good reason that you guys fucking skipped over the 4 blood DNA samples? What are they going to say? What could they possibly say that would make any kind of sense?
Nothing at this point. Exactly. The only thing that they could say that would ever make sense, and it still wouldn't, which is probably, if the defense popped up here, they're going to say, in my opinion, this is what he wanted. There's a reason for it. I can't tell you what that is. That's that. Anybody else involved in the case that would pop, there's nothing they could ever say that would make any sense, Willie. Period. That's the end of it.
It's crazy, bro. It's disgusting.
Since you've been gone, I will say this, though. There's a group of creators that are slowly but surely going forward with legal things to try to make something happen.
Good. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying yesterday, is we all need to get together and fucking all hit them at the same time with fucking letters and this and that, and fucking.
I have a form letter
hitting them until they get fucking weak enough until they fucking break down and do something.
Yeah, I have a form letter that I'll send you to Gen 7.
They gotta understand how many people are not okay with this.
Of course. She sent this letter to me. Devil's Advocate, Lee over at Devil's Advocate's doing something. Lana's suing. Jules has been on top of like left and right hammering away at this with certain new audio and video and stuff like that. She's doing certain things.
Yeah.
I'm sending off something to the Department of Justice. Lee is trying to get a criminal investigation opened up into the case itself. So there's quite a few things going on in the background right now. And I figured you'd be on board 100%. So that's why I was glad to see you back in the mix. And I hope are you still there? Oh yeah, you are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening, bro.
So that's what's been going on. Nobody's giving up on it. Nobody's quitting or shutting down on it.
Yeah, I'm glad that fucking, you know, because the biggest thing I was scared of was fucking I was going to come back and everybody was going to be stop like moved on from this, bro. Nobody should move on from this. Nobody should move on and start talking about another new case until fucking we get to the bottom of this shit.
Yeah, no, I'm covering, you know, I've always covered other cases here and there, but this is number one priority. This is what I'm doing. And I said it before you took your time off. I will not stop covering this case until I get what I think are true answers and some truth in general to the questions we've had, period. And that's, if it takes me 3-4 years, then I'll sit here for 3 to 4 years talking about the same shit until they get it right. That's all I can say. So, but I think a lot of us agreed that just talking about it is great. Yes. And it keeps it fresh, keeps it hot, and we keep complaining about it. They're going to hear it. We at some point said, okay, we can't just do this. We need to take some action in some aspect. And that's why people are doing this now. So,
yeah. So you said that there's been new channels popping up. Like, who?
Oh,
like,
yeah. There's
like,
quite a few.
Like
channels.
who?
Devil's Advocate. I don't know if he was around when you were here or not, but he's around and he's really putting forth some effort. Lee does.
I saw Rory. I saw Rory left.
Yeah, Rory left, and then he started another channel with Terry. They were covering like sex trafficking, stuff like that, and they kept getting their videos taken down because of the content. You know how that goes. So, and then they're just gone. He's just gone now. I don't know what happened, but he's gone. The Custody Queens, another channel. I've done some collaborations with them. I'm actually going to be doing that coming up here in a week or so. They're both attorneys.
I kind of, you know, I took some time off because, you know, it just became.
I get it.
I don't know, man. You know, every single day going live and fucking, it took a little toll on me. And then, like I said, my grandmother fell, and then I was just worried about fucking her, and now she got fucking some fucked up shit in with her eye. So
I got you.
That's another story. So, you know, I try to take care of her, you know, and I take care of Leah. So, you know, I just spend my days fucking taking care of people, but I'd be having fun.
I get it. Did you guys have a good Christmas, you and Leah?
Oh, bro, fucking Leah got everything she wanted. Bro, Leah got a fucking iPhone 17, and fucking I'm still working with a Galaxy S21 Plus.
I didn't know they had a 17. I'll just be honest with you.
Me neither, bro. Fucking her grandparents were like, "Oh, we got Leah a phone and service and shit." I was like, "Oh shit!" And then
I'm glad
Leah showed me the phone, and I was like, you know, it looks the same as a. I don't know, man. With all this shit.
That's good.
I'm not a material guy anymore.
I didn't really bother you too much when I was like calling because I know you needed a break.
Yeah, I like, you know, sometimes, you know, like I was telling everybody, you know, the only thing, you know, I went from MySpace to MySpace was the only, you know, AOL, right, and then MySpace, and then Facebook, and then I stopped, right, when everybody fucking would get Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, and I don't know how many other things there are. I never got one.
There's a bunch of shit. I don't even bother with any of it.
I never got one.
I didn't either. I won't.
Never made one. And dude, bro, like I'm thinking about it. If I tried to make one now, I have to start from literally nothing, from one friend.
It'd probably be a disaster anyway.
Oh my god, bro, the anxiety I'd get.
That's the other thing. Yeah, I know you have the same.
But here's the biggest part, right? And like, this is not being mean to the people that fucking, you know, I'm cool with and shit on Facebook and yada yada yada. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck what everybody's doing.
No, I get it. I get it.
You
That's
know
why
what I mean?
don't
I can't adapt to this fucking new world, man. Because I was, you know, I played my dad's fucking old fucking Super Nintendo growing up. You know, what I mean, I played his old fucking Sega Genesis. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I grew
I
up
get it.
fucking different. I grew up fucking. I wasn't allowed to sleep past fucking 8 o'clock on a Saturday. If fucking I slept past 8 o'clock on a Saturday, if you're bored, go back. Go outside and pick up sticks. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
Fucking
You're not that much younger than me, dude. I know.
don't be inside, bro. Was fucking basically the motto. And now today, you can't even fucking. You gotta drag these kids outside.
They don't know how to play outside. They don't.
You know what I mean? So like my daughter and shit, like she's basically gonna be forced to go outside because I'm gonna be outside.
Right. Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
you always did when it was summertime over this past summer. We'd be in
Oh,
here.
bro.
You were like, I gotta get outside. So yeah, I remember.
Yeah, bro. I love being outside, but it's cold now.
Right. Yeah, especially where you're at. You're not far
Oh,
from me.
bro, it's like, bro, I think last night when I was live, it was iced, bro. The whole fucking car was ice, and I made a little square, and I said, "Fuck it." I went to the gas station, and bro, I was fucking straight sliding down the fucking main road here and shit. I didn't give a fuck, but it was fun because I knew nobody was on the road, right?
Of course.
And PA be fun like that sometimes, but it was cold as a bitch. It was like
It's
20.
too cold. It's too cold. Yeah. Yep. And Christmas is come and gone. I don't need snow now.
Yeah, I'm definitely an old soul. Like I said, I grew up. My dad listened to fucking the Grateful Dead and listened to fucking Fish and listened to fucking, Queen and listened to fucking the Doors and listened to fucking Led Zeppelin and listened to fucking. You know what I mean? That's what I grew up on. Good music, real lyrics. Songs can't be made. Songs aren't made like that today anymore. I think maybe Ed Sheeran was the last one to make like a real fucking like genuine song, and like I don't even like him like that. I'm just saying, from the heart, actual lyrics. That shit's gone. That's dead. The real good movies are dead. A movie just out of nowhere with just a good plot and a beautiful fucking, everything is gone. Like
No,
the
they're
Green
just
Mile,
redoing everything.
something like the Green Mile could never be made today.
They're redoing old shit because they can't come up with good ideas anymore. It's cool.
You see what I mean?
Yep. Absolutely.
It's crazy, man. They have no creativity anymore. It's gone.
No. Nope. That's a very good point and a true fact, sir.
But yeah. So I was talking earlier, and I never. I think we might have talked a little bit about it, but I know you've been through your shit and whatever, but not everybody is mentally strong enough to fucking be locked up in a fucking concrete box like that for a certain amount of time without fucking losing it here and there,
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I always kept saying. Brian's not that dude. Brian's not that dude. Brian's not that dude. Because
Absolutely.
And now he's in there fucking, wanting to take his life and shit. That's why I need to talk to him.
That would be opportune. That would be opportune, I think, just to get a bit of why. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, and I want to understand, the fucking army he has out here of people that understand that this is corrupt as shit.
Yeah. That's something that I hope his parents have seen how bad the corruption is. I've heard rumors.
Oh, they know. They know. I saw it. I saw in his eyes. Mike knows.
Good.
Like, Mike knows he was backed in the corner to fucking take this stupid deal. But he told me straight up, like he knows that something's not capable of this. And I've known it because, like I said, dude, I watched him walk around with Casey 1,000 times, and fucking Brian was never that dude, bro. Like,
I just dropped a link in the chat for a
his
petition.
His height might, deceive people, but I'm just saying, man, I can't explain it.
I understand it. I just threw a link in the chat for the petition that was started on this for them to look into this. and it rolled over 2 spaces. It's the only way it plays out. It should work if you guys click on it. If you can, if you didn't see it in my stream, click on it. I'm gonna give it to DA too. Click on it and sign it, folks. Sign the petition. If you have the same beliefs that we have and the same passion for trying to get the truth, click on this and sign this petition, please.
Yeah, look at my daughter's fucking unicorn. I got her. Hold on. Check out this unicorn.
Let's see Brian guy and that beautiful puppy.
Look how big that. Look, it's my hand, bro. Look at this thing.
That's huge,
bro. It's fucking. Look at her. My daughter here. Fucking.
There she is.
She covered with it.
Pretty
She's
girl.
like 5 foot. What up? What are you doing? What are you doing here?
You still got your cat, bro?
Oh yeah, where is my cat? I love you. Give me a kid. What is that?
Wow.
You got too much stuff, bro. Look at this room.
Oh, I
Just
got
like-
7 of them, dude. I've seen 7
everything,
Yeah.
everything, every kind of slime, every
Oh,
kind of
she's a
light,
puppy.
every kind of. It doesn't matter. Every kind of labubu, the doo tutu.
My granddaughter got them little boo things too. She loves those.
Bro, I got. I'll show you something a little later. But here, give me a kiss. What are you doing? Turn on your phone?
Huh?
Turn on your phone?
So do you have to wear that forever, bro?
I mean, when I want to actually have.
Good sight.
See, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm blind to begin with, so like
Yeah,
I have to wear contacts to begin with. So
right.
I have to put a contact in, and then now I have vision in my right eye, and then I put the so if I put both contacts in, then I have good vision, but I only have good vision to like 5 feet, which is basically the same as me not putting my contacts in. So, but if I want to be able to see far away and do stuff and yada yada yada, then I have to put my one contact in with the fucking patch, bro.
I get it. Yeah.
It sucks bad. But I want to get like a cool ass fucking like I got a fucking I got a sick patch that I was gonna wear, but it's a bitch because it's leather and you got to tie it and shit like that. And fucking my back hurts. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna wear my fucking regular patch and shit.
I just
But
didn't
yeah,
know.
it's funny because my nephew calls me the pirate. You know what I mean? So you know,
Hey, run with it. Run with it.
oh, I don't give a shit, bro. I just hope that they can fix it because I've been chasing this fucking expert around the fucking valley because there's like one person that specializes in this shit in double vision and fucking it's like impossible to get a fucking employment. But I got one, so hopefully in a couple months I'll be able to take care of this.
Are you so there? Is there a surgery you can do?
Willie the pirate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some kind of crazy surgery like on my eye. I just thank God because when I was in the hospital, neuro was in there, and I guess it doesn't. I thought I would need some kind of brain surgery, but I guess it doesn't have to do with my brain, which thank God. So my eyes are doing it, not my brain. So it wouldn't be brain surgery, and that's what I was worried about.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's dangerous. I went through it 26 years ago, so I made it, thank God. But I had a 20% chance to make it. That was the chance back then, but I got through it.
It just pisses me off because it came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Because first
That's how mine was. My thing that I had.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it because the thing I had, I was born with it, but it took. When you're born, it's like minuscule. You can't see it, and as you get older. It's called an AVM, arterial ventricular malformation. Anybody that's in medical knows what it is. As you get older and you grow, it grew and it got bigger.
It still don't mean I need brain surgery, Angel.
No, you're good. You don't have to do it, but the eyeball thing is easier to work on than your brain is. So hopefully you'll be able to get it fixed. You know what I mean?
I don't give a fuck how they fix me. I just want to fucking see normal again. Okay,
So you're not able to drive.
I found a lion. Hold on. She's chilling on the heater.
There's the kitty.
Hey, baby. She's sweet. Let me try the other.
Warm.
Let me try the camera 0. I don't understand these cameras. Hey, kitty cat. She's a good girl. She loves the vent.
The grandma's doing better then?
Yeah, grandma's doing great.
Good. I'm glad to
My
hear
baby
that.
girl,
We're
he's so sweet. He's so baby. He's so baby. Oh, she's gonna stretch and on her tummy rub. There it is.
truly glad to see you back, brother.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
man. I wasn't gonna, I just had to take care of some shit, because again, man, this ain't real life,
I get it. No, that always comes first every time.
But
Okay.
yeah, but so have you been have all your lives been about Idaho?
No, I've had a couple other things that I put in here, but for the most part, I'll do usually at least
Shit.
three to three, maybe 4 a week, and then a couple other things here and there, but most of them are, yeah.
Damn.
I've been hardcore with
That's
it, dude.
awesome, bro. That's what I mean. That's why we gotta fucking get a hold of Bryant, dude. Like he needs to understand. He needs to understand the fucking support he has out here, and then
I mean, everybody.
maybe he'll change his whole fucking attitude when he's in there.
We don't know. That's a good point.
It only takes one person to believe in somebody for them to fucking turn into a fucking different animal.
I hope he knows. That's the whole point right there. I hope he knows the support system that he does have as compared to the opposite of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're all fighting against mainstream media, the government per se, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
All we want is to get truth. That's it. And if this man is innocent, then that's it. And if he's not, like you said,
give me the names. Give me the names of the fucking blood. Who's ever bloods in this house that you said match this and that and this, that, and the third. Give me the fucking names and then I'll make the decision.
100%.
What you all scared for? The boogeyman's away, right? The boogeyman's gone?
Mm-hmm. Put him away. There's no reason for any of this to be hidden now. Or
do you guys know that the fucking boogeymen are still out there? And that's why you won't give us the names.
That's probably what my... I'm going to tell you that's what I believe my answer is. That's exactly what I think it is, sir.
That's why I'm pissed off, bro. I said, fuck this. I gotta go live. I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah. Yes. That's how I have to do it.
Because I was talking earlier about my introduction to fucking jail, bro, was hell. And if Brian's in any kind of solitary or anything like that, fucking bro, I couldn't take, I was in solitary and all that shit for maybe 10 to 14 days combined. I couldn't imagine being in there for months in solitary, bro.
Years, yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You start fucking losing your shit. So who knows? I don't know, if Brian got a price on his head or yada, yada, yada. All I'm saying is, if I watched the news and I heard Brian Koberger's coming in to fucking, my block, I'm fucking running up to him with soups and all kinds of shit and being like, yo, here's everything. Fucking, we're making some chi-chi tonight, yada, yada, yada. Because in my head, I'm thinking this motherfucker is nice with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I want him on my side because fucking, I get him a shank and shit. And, I feed him and yada, yada, yada. Fucking, he'll take somebody out. But again, like I said, Brian's not that dude. And if he was, I swear to fuck, dude, I would tell you because I was saying last night, I can make a list of all the people fucking in his class that fucking I would think that are capable of doing some shit like this. He'd be way down the list, bro. Way down. Because here's the thing, right? He couldn't afford to get in trouble. I was saying this earlier. He couldn't afford to get in trouble. His dad was a janitor. His mother was a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You can't afford to get in trouble. Everything is going to go right to your mother's going to find out in fucking 10 seconds.
Absolutely.
So he was a scholar when I saw him in school.
Well, and here's the thing. This is something else to think about, everybody, too. This man dedicated his life to education to be able to uphold the law, okay? To become law enforcement in some aspect. He dedicated many years of his life to get an education to be part of law enforcement. So why in turn would you waste your life doing that if you're going to turn around and murder people?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Process.
And then you murder people. If you're so scared of the fucking death penalty, you go across the state, you know, the border, and not just do it in your state. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You don't kill fucking kids that you teach that pissed you off, or one of your professors that pissed you off, or, you know, at least somebody in your fucking vicinity in your school that pissed you off. You know, then maybe I could be on board. But random ass people. He's going in there like fucking John Wick, out of there without a fucking trace. Come on, man. Who is this guy? You know what I mean? This is like fucking. He's like Leon the Professional.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know, he's in and out, fucking this, that, and the third without a trace, and doing some crazy shit. Brian's not like that. Brian would have had shit all over him, fucking bruises, fucking this, that, and the third. He wouldn't have had the balls. He wouldn't have had the ego. He's not that person. He wouldn't have had the ego to take a picture the next day to be like, oh, look at me. I look, you know, they didn't leave a mark on me, yada, yada, yada. Because the stupidest thing you could do is, after doing that, is take a picture of yourself.
Agreed.
And he literally takes a picture of himself the next morning. Fuck out of here, man. The reason he took a picture of himself and all that is because, you know,
he was sending it to his mom.
He had no reason to believe that him taking a picture of himself was doing anything wrong.
Well, no, the two lead detectives, because they did an interview with Gilbertson and Payne, and they asked about the picture, and Gilbertson said no. In fact, he's got many, many more pictures just like that. But you're going to still run with the narrative that, oh, that's the thumbs up picture means he did it. Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. That's what they've been doing, running the narrative to continue to get people to believe that the man did this. That's all it is. Absolutely, that's all it is, in my opinion.
If anything, that shows me he definitely didn't do it.
Yeah, it proves in some senses, because I can't imagine
the motherfucker doesn't have shit, bro. He should have shit all over him, dude.
Agree. Yep. Yes.
You know, and fucking.
I don't think
he's taking a picture without a mark anywhere. And Ethan is 6'3", bro. Yo, I don't care who the fuck you are, how much alcohol's in your system. Blah, blah, hibbity fuck. You're going to fight for your life when it comes down to you taking your last fucking breath, bro. You're going to sober up real fucking fast when that fucking knife hits you. Yeah. And there's no way Ethan's not going to leave a mark on somebody.
Yep.
No way, dude.
And they proved too, Willie. I don't know if you were around for that. Every victim had defensive wounds. Everyone, which says they were all awake.
But yet, where's fucking Brian's DNA under their fingernails?
There is none.
Excluded.
Brian's
Excluded.
DNA is not on anything in that house.
Excluded. Excluded.
And none of their DNA is on anything that belongs to Brian either.
That's why I was saying, bro. I don't give a fuck how many followers somebody has, how much fucking money they make on their channels, bro. You know, this, that, and the third. If it came down to a fucking one-on-one debate, dude, I'll fucking rip anybody apart. Because when it comes down to the truth, fucking, you know, they ain't got shit.
Right.
Their whole narrative is bullshit, too, about his character.
Exactly.
It makes it even worse. You know.
Nobody's that good. Nobody's that good. Jeremy Pearson said, how about how much blood was all over Nick Reiner after killing his parents? It would have been worse for Brian if he was involved. Not a chance he did it. Oh, agreed.
Bro, where's all the blood in his car?
There's nothing.
If he's not wearing a motherfucking one of those outfits you got to wear when you have like a fucking crazy ass disease, you know, that like the disease people wear. Yeah, you know, if he didn't use that, then fucking how did he get out of there without a trace?
Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. Even if Brian Koberger was wearing a Tyvek suit, he could have been the boy in the fucking bubble in that house and out of that house. There's no. You guys saw the pictures of the car where they tore the complete and total steering column out. They tore apart the drive. Every bit of it was torn completely apart, and they didn't find one speck of DNA. Miss me with that bullshit, guys. There's nobody that's
saying, bro. I'm just using common fucking sense here, and like I said, I am so open for me to be wrong, but there's no fucking evidence anybody can show me. So fuck you.
We have been from day one. We have been. We've said this how many times, Willie? That
Like Daniel, bro.
do
I
it.
have a 5-hour conversation, bro. Because like I said, everything you do on the internet is fucking on the internet forever. I got a 5-hour conversation between me and Daniel, and him talking with his using his fucking head. Then all of a sudden, Daniel decided to fucking sell his fucking soul for money, and that's why fucking his 2 friends left the fucking show and shit. And now he's just fucking pulling shit out of his ass just to get the views. That's why I lost respect for that fuck.
I think a lot of people did. I think that he works for the family now. That's my opinion. I'll just say that.
Well, if he works for the family, then he should be asking fucking questions like me and you.
They should be.
Where the fuck are the names of the blood DNA samples that fucking, were all over the house?
Yep, and all the shit that they found in other houses and different people and all.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is Bethany and Dylan doing when people are cleaning the fucking crib upstairs, and they're just downstairs on the first level hearing people going back and forth with fucking mops and this that,
minding their business, staying out of it.
Yeah, minding their business. My dick. They're hearing all that shit.
Oh, they heard it. That ain't no lie. They heard it. I have no doubt they heard it. At this point, they heard everything. They know exactly. That's why I don't believe anything they've said.
Yo, bro, fucking Dylan is a demon, bro.
Yes, she is. You should hear the song.
I'm just saying, bro. Dylan is a demon. Fucking, I don't know Bethany because fucking, Bethany's been staying away and shit like that. But Dylan put on a fucking show at the fucking the sentencing. She's a demon.
Yeah, she did a good job with that. She fooled a lot of people. A lot of people
they fucking reenacted a 911 call twice, bro. She's sick.
Yeah, that's some. Well, it's either she's sick or she's petrified for her life. I'll tell you.
But what's making her petrified? Because the boogeyman's away, right?
Yeah, there's something else that has her scared. Both of them scared.
Oh. So there's a reason fucking Bethany didn't come back.
The real reason, yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly.
There's a reason fucking the prosecution ran to the fucking grand jury when Bethany's exculpatory evidence was brought up, right?
And here's the thing, Willie, if you knew, because of the type of people that we are, if either one of us knew the truth about something like that, there's only one thing that would prevent me from putting the truth out to do the right thing. One thing. And that is somebody threatening my family or myself. Even if it was me they threatened, I would still want to do the right thing. But somebody threatening to hurt my family or something like that is what would stop me from putting foot forward to do the right thing. And I would even struggle with that. And that's the only thing that makes me think that they have been threatened in that aspect. Okay, that if you say a word, guess what? This is what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. All I know is fucking 8 hours is a whole work day.
I think it might have been more than that.
And like I said before, bro, I put $5,000 on it cash that Bethany hasn't called her mother or her father or anybody in her family at 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday in fucking years, bro. I would put money on it. And all of a sudden that morning she's calling him at 7, 7:30, 8.
I agree.
One help.
Until she got a call back. I agree with you, yes.
I'm just saying, bro.
You're right.
She never called her parents so early ever. She's usually sleeping at that time.
Absolutely. So she
passed out fucking drunk.
Yeah. I had a toothache. I had to call my dad. No, listen. That was a dumb statement, chick. You know why? Because you grew up with your dad as a dentist, so you would know what to do. Period. No, that one didn't work either. No, it's a joke, bro. The whole thing.
And then we get this bullshit story. All of a sudden, she's in frozen shock. I got to hear everybody's fucking mouth for fucking months and months and months about how the frozen shock could be this and she could went through that and blah, blah. And all of a sudden, frozen shock gets thrown out the window. And I'm supposed to just be like, okay with that. And now she's skipping across the fucking living room down the steps. Like, pick one.
Yeah, none of it.
Is she fucking brazen enough to run across the living room without knowing if there's 5 other people waiting to fucking, stab her up? Or is she frozen in shock? Pick one.
Yeah, right.
Because you can't have both.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
100%.
That's what pisses me off. Is fucking they get away with this because and it's because of their fucking what.
I got you.
I ain't gotta say it. It's just so fucked up, bro.
I agree. I agree.
It shouldn't be like that. So when
No,
you go
not
live again?
tomorrow. Tonight. Well, I have to join. I have to jump off here. Actually, I have to join Lee over at Devil's Advocate tonight. I'm gonna start doing that a lot more in the evenings, but I'll be here tomorrow, probably late morning, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, maybe at the latest.
There you
And
go.
I'd love to have you join me. You're always
Yeah,
welcome.
bro.
Over there,
Yeah,
for real.
shoot me the channel link and all that. But I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll work. Either way, if not, I can call you back. Whatever, so be it. Whatever it takes. But yeah, 100%. I would love. I'm glad you're back. Love to have your input and your insight on the things that we're looking into now. And as these
Yeah, I
documents,
wasn't going anywhere, bro. Fuck these fucking assholes, man. Fucking like I said, this is maybe it's getting up to like 4 times worse than making of a murderer, bro. Making of a murderer is what? Fucking a planted key and fucking
Yeah.
they found like the car or some shit in the fucking woods. They ain't got shit on this, dude. If we laid out the fucking bullshit in this case and then we sprinkle on top fucking Hunter with a fucking bloody knife, and then we sprinkle back on fucking police chatter and the 911 call, suck my dick.
every bit of it's wrong. Every bit of it is wrong.
You know?
And there's more. There's more.
I don't care how many subs these fuckers have and all that kind of shit. I got a guilter on here that want to fucking hit the link. I'll fuck somebody up in a debate, bro.
Bring it on up. That's what I said. Bring it up. I was on Outcast a while back with me, Annie, and Jeff H jumped up there, and oh boy, that was fun.
I'm just saying.
That was fun. Yeah. I'll debate any guilter any day, anytime.
I'll come with fucking receipts, and I'll come with fucking receipts too. So I don't give a fuck. But yeah, bro, thanks for popping up, man. I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Absolutely, brother. I appreciate you having me on. It's great to see you back, and I am grateful to have you back on board.
You too, bro.
A good fight, bro.
All right, brother.
All right. Take care, bro. See you soon.
Later, dude.
Everybody in chat, love you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Look, hands are free. Who's still with me? 131 motherfuckers. What's good? Where the fuck's Jeff H? I'll body the shit out of him. I don't care who it is. They know they can't fuck with me. That's why they don't like me. So I'm not part of the circle. I'm not part of this fucking. I'm not part of this fucking. This group, this Discord, all this fucking shit. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm fine with this. It just pisses me off that fucking they spread bullshit. Oh, we're advocating for the families. Okay, well then why aren't you asking the right questions? Like, who else helped Brian? Okay, let's say Brian was the driver. Okay, let's give him that. Right? Let's give him that. Brian's a driver, right? These motherfuckers were going after Brian and Brian alone as doing this. So how was this man become Superman? It's crazy. You got to go in there with a fucking K-bar knife and just start fucking knowing where everybody is. Precise as shit. Getting out of there in 2-3 minutes. Remember, I used to give him 5-6 minutes. Everybody gave me shit. Oh, excuse me, it's 13 minutes, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Now, everybody's showing me, oh, that's him on fucking not Linda Lane, whatever the fuck that other camera is. Oh, that's him pulling in, doing the deed. Oh, that's him pulling away. And it's like 3 minutes. So pick one. Is he in there for fucking a minute, or is he in there, for a long time doing shit? Or is he in there for 3 minutes? I don't get it. These guilties need to make up their fucking minds. Because they talk a lot of shit in these groups on Facebook, too. I don't say nothing, no. It's just crazy to me that they can lock you up on with nothing. They can lock you up and make you fucking plea on with nothing. Whew. Whew, that's tough. That's tough to think about. You're signing away your life just so you don't face that gun. If you were so afraid of the gun, why'd you go across state lines? That's where I can't. That's where I get lost. He's not a stupid individual. You know? It's crazy as fuck. When you really, like I said, when you really lay this shit out, it's crazy as fuck. And they don't care. The fact that they don't care and they just did this before the new year and ripped the house down and buried the house and poured chemicals on the house and, basically stood up and said he wasn't stalking. He wasn't doing this. He wasn't doing that. All that to come crashing down for a plea deal. Again, I put some kind of blame on his defense team. I don't care. That was a piss poor job. You should have fucking fired them and hired me. I would have took the fucking bar exam. I would ask him one question. I say, Bill, you fucking Santa Claus looking anorexic fuck, where is your evidence that my client did this? And you show me, and if you show me some fucking bullshit transfer fucking DNA, we're gonna have big fucking problems. Because we have 4 blood DNA samples that we need to get over before anything is spoken about. And right there, I'd want the fucking jury to hear that. And I'd look at the jury like this. And then boom, right back, locked in. Just so the jury knew, like, what are we doing here? This fucking Scooby-Doo motherfucker. Yeah, I would have shit on him in a courtroom with a little bit of verbiage. Because I'm sick with a suit on. I'd shit on them. Especially with an opening. I mean, with a opening statement. I'd come right behind Bill and fucking, oof. I'd ask for like an hour to fucking just go to the bathroom and fucking just absorb everything he said, analyze everything he said, fucking throw it all back in his face. I'd eat him alive. And that's what I thought Ann was. I thought Ann was a fucking, beast. But turned out she's not. That's why I said he needed fucking paid counsel. Dude, he'd be out right now if he had paid counsel. And he could have leveraged the public. He fucking did it. He did it all wrong. Somebody clearly got a Red Rider. What the fuck is that? Red Rider? Oh, because my eye? Yeah, I know, right? I can't fucking stand fucking having this condition. It's fucking pissing me off. Oh, my fucking back. My back been hurting, but I've been getting B12s. Yeah, I can't believe fucking Tommy's gone. That's crazy shit to think about. He was what, 50? Somebody said 50 something? 60? That's young. Tommy was always nice to me. He always respected my opinions. He emailed me a couple times to come on the show. Emailed back and forth a few times. It's fucked up. Cancer's a nasty thing. It pisses me off because I know we could find a cure if you really wanted to. There's just too much money in fucking chemo. It's disgusting how you pick that over human life. Yeah, it's sad as fuck, Cat. Like, you know, I forget who was live when that shit happened. I just, I didn't think it was fucking real. Cause fucking Golf just died, you know, like a couple fucking months ago and shit. Like, what the fuck? Golf died. Fucking, now fucking Tommy's dead. Like, what? Holy, hello, good to see you. Hello, mods, chat. Christopher Cooper did not do this. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I feel the same way. The motherfucker's not that dude to go in with a fucking, especially a K bar. If you had something crazy though, like, you know, because they said slashing marks. Like, if you look at the verbiage, they said slashing marks. So what the fuck? You making a slashing mark with? I got this fucking shit that I carry on my belt. Fucking, so it's sharp as hell, and like. You could swing this a bunch of times and shit like that. So something, you know, something that you could swing makes sense on some of the verbiage that they talk about. That's why I think a machete might have been used on somebody, but they don't want to say. Slashing marks, because, you know. K-bar is just a whole different kind of knife. What's Pav been saying? Is Pav still going live about this shit? I never really watched him. Oh. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna fucking go eat something and then chill my daughter for a little bit before I put her to bed, and then I might be live tomorrow sometime. I'm gonna try to get some rest. I'm tired as fuck. But yeah, so I hope everybody has a good night. Thanks everybody for coming in. Cause I might be live tomorrow and shit. Yo, ISP MPD, give up the fucking names of the blood DNA samples you got, you pussies. I hope you're watching. So yeah, hit me up. My email's fucking on the homepage. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm gonna go fucking do what I gotta do. Eat some. Probably go to bed. So, all right, y'all. Everybody have a great night. And love, peace, and hair grease. So later, y'all. Deuces.